Good evening, everyone. Week 2 of the high school football season kicking off tonight here on the Wsgs Sports Network, live from Commodore Field in Hazard, Kentucky, as Bell County, the Bobcats, come to town to take on the Perry Central Commodores. I'm Jeff Campbell, along with my broadcast partner tonight, the Hall of Famer, Coach Randy Napier. Coach, we talked about what a good night it is for football, but having a good night weather-wise, got to show up on the field for these two teams.
Yeah, they both got a game under their belt, and moving forward, the coaches naturally they hope that they can get a little better each week, and it's for Perry Central, they're coming off a tough loss, played hard, just could not get their offense going, lost to a good North Laurel team, and Bell County came away with a 6-point win over a really good Campbellsville team. So you just have to line up and see how it shakes out now with these teams, and hopefully for Perry Central, we hope that a couple of their kids that are out tonight, Bryson Johnson and Tyler Robinson, have got dinged up a little bit, and they're going to be out for a little while, but I think they're going to be back at some point, and hopefully it's not going to be long. And we don't know how healthy Bell County is, but we know that they're going to line up and run that football, because that's what Dudley Hilton has built his tremendous career on.
Yeah, Dudley Hilton, just a fantastic coach. Coached at Bell County for a number of years. Coached at the University of Pikeville for a while. His career high school record: 444 wins, 137 losses in the playoffs. He's 68-30, a 3-time state champion, and certainly knows what he's doing, and very takes a lot of pride, a lot of commitment, dedication to that football program over on Log Mountain.
He sure does, and you rattled that off pretty quickly there, and threw a lot of numbers out. But Jeff, that's remarkable what he's done in his high school career. I can't say enough about him. A good friend, and I have to say I've learned some from him throughout the years. Dudley knows how to promote his program. He knows how to work in the community. He just knows how to do this, and he'll have his bunch ready. He knows he's on the road. He knows he's coming over here, and Mark Dixon's another guy. He kind of knows what he's doing too.
Oh, absolutely.
He's been around the block a few times, and Mark's got a young football team. I was looking at the stats today, and I got to noticing Mark's a freshman, sophomore dominated team, and they're good football players, but they're good young football players.
That's right.
Bell County is a good football team, dominated by seniors, and man, that makes a difference when it comes to football.
Well, especially with the style that Coach Hilton plays at Bell County. Out here watching them warm up, they're running the wishbone, something he's always ran. He's hung his hat on it. Run right, run left, run up the middle, and mix in a few passes. I think last week against Campbellsville, their quarterback Blake Burnett was 7 out of 10 for 125 yards. And when you can run the football like Bell County can, it takes a lot of pressure off that quarterback, and you find a lot of receivers wide open.
It does, and I can tell you, Dudley prides himself on making sure that his offense is efficient. And that's exactly what when you look at the numbers, they were efficient last week. Their defense, I'm sure he wasn't real happy giving up the number of points that he gave up, but at the same time, it was against a good team. But Dudley Hilton is, I'm sure he found some things to work on this week and is trying to get better. And Mark Dixon is the same way. He's working real hard with this young group, trying to let them grow up a little bit and get to a point to where they can be a team like Bell County.
Absolutely. 193 career wins for Coach Dixon, 1 state championship. As we prepare for the national anthem here at Commodore Field, we'll step away for our first commercial break. Back shortly right here on your Wsgs Sports Network.
What's in a name anyway? Well, our answer is everything. Because we're the store that puts our promise to you right in our name. Save-A-Lot Food Stores. Now, Save-A-Lot isn't just a name we pick for ourselves. It's a name we've earned. by bringing you only the best grocery items, freshest produce, and quality meat available at the best possible value every day. That's Save-A-Lot.
Save money at your local Save-A-Lot store in Hazard and in Hayden.
No longer do you have to travel abroad to get hoses and fittings, thanks to Mine Service Company's Hydraulic Hose Division, located on Willie's Way, across from Applebee's in Hazard. Everything you'll need to get up and running. They even have hoses and fittings for Cat, Volvo, and Komatsu heavy equipment. Trusted then, trusted now. Mine Service Company, bringing quality mine supplies to our area for over 100 years. And now bringing you quality products in their Hydraulic Hose Division in Hazard. Mine Service Company.
No one wants to hear the words you need open heart surgery. But when you do, you want care you can trust. At Hazard ARH, Dr. James Shoptaw, cardiothoracic and vascular surgeon with over 29 years of experience, leads a team you can count on. With skilled hands, strong faith, and proven results, Dr. Shoptaw is with you every step of the way. Trust your heart to ARH and Dr. Shoptaw, a proud member of the ARH Care Network. Learn more at arh.org/cardiology.
My name is Colby, and I'm from Leslie County, Kentucky. I chose Alice Lloyd College because of the Appalachian Leader Scholarship, which covers my tuition. Attending Alice Lloyd College without worrying about the cost is priceless. Also, through the Student Work Program, ALC is helping me grow as a person. Here, I'm building character and leadership skills that will help me impact the future of the Appalachian region. Come visit us or learn more at alc.edu.
Welcome back, folks. Commodore Field here in Hazard, Kentucky. The Commodores set to take on the Bell County Bobcats. Want to remind everyone of other games that we have coverage on the East Kentucky Sports Network. Hazard at Whitley County. You can hear that on 101.1 WSGS. Leslie County and Letcher County Central is on 97.9 WZQQ. And if you want to listen to us on the radio, Perry and Bell is on 104.7 WJMD. We appreciate you folks tuning us in. Certainly couldn't do it without you. Definitely our sponsors and all our listeners makes this pretty special, Coach.
Yeah, and you and I have talked about it. We talked about it last week before we had the first game, and we've talked about it again this week. It's exciting, and it gets me pumped just getting ready to come to these games, because this is a great. It's always a great atmosphere at any football stadium. I think Perry Central's got a great place to play, and it just you can't beat coming out here on a Friday night and in pretty weather. We've so far avoided the real hot, humid weather that we usually get this time of year, and that's great for the kids. They can play football games without overheating out there, and but it's just fun to be here, man.
Absolutely, and good crowd. They mentioned that on Sports Talk 101. I called in, and John and DJ were talking just how unique and special this place is up here. It's sort of tucked in behind East Perry. It's you've got the whole place to yourself when you get back here, and there's a great view from our cameraman. All the cars in the parking lot. Bell County team on the opposite area over there getting ready, but it's really good. You got the place to yourself. There's a lot, big bleachers, a nice concession stand, and that's what you want when you come watch a game. You want to be able to park, you want to be able to eat, you want to be able to watch a ball game.
You want to be comfortable and enjoy the experience, and you got the tailgaters out there enjoying it. That's a big part of this thing too. Is it let people love to tailgate football, and we've got Kentucky opening up tomorrow, and I think the tailgate experience is sometimes the highlight of the day as opposed to the game. So it's just a fun experience.
Yeah, Kentucky versus Toledo at 12:45 tomorrow afternoon. We'll have that for you here on WSGS, and I think the pregame show will go on the air around 10:30. So tune that in. If you can't make it to Lexington, it's always cool to listen to the pregame show. I enjoy listening to those guys and getting you set for Kentucky football. Yeah, at 10:30 in the morning, right here on 101.1 WSGS. And big day of college football tomorrow, opening weekend for those guys, for most teams. And from about noon to midnight tomorrow night, you can have your fair share of it.
It's a great time of the year.
Really is, folks. Bell County still over there getting some instructions. Captain's getting ready to come out on the field. We'll send it back for another 2-minute break. right here on your East Kentucky Sports Network.
Kentucky Farm Bureau insurance agents are more than just insurance agents. They're coaches,
Hey, good eye, Mason. Yeah.
volunteer firefighters,
Engine 6, on scene.
neighbors,
Morning, Floyd.
someone who's there when you need them, especially when you need them most. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Visit or call Janet Smith, Kentucky Farm Bureau Agency Manager, or Agents Major Gabbard and Chase Smith.
Okay, RewardSpot. How much should people earn with free Kasasa Cash checking?
5% APY on balances as high as $25,000.
Every month you qualify? That's so high.
5% APY. 5% APY.
RewardSpot has gone rogue. Free checking, cash rewards. Ask for Kasasa Cash. It's our superpower.
Learn more about Kasasa at PBT Bancorp in Hazard.
APY equals annual percentage yield. Qualifications, rules, limitations, apply. Rates and rewards vary by account balance and qualification status. Contact institution for details. Member FDIC.
Let's face it, in today's world, it's easy to get the feeling that the world is against you. So it's really nice to know that you do have someone on your side. The law offices of David A. Johnson. Accidents and injury law, personal injury, commercial vehicle accidents, criminal and capital offense cases, drug-related cases. David A. Johnson, Justin Noble, and Michael Johnson will fight for you. Call for a free consultation, 435-1552. Visit them at 461 Main Street in Hazard, online at davidajohnsonlaw.com or on Facebook. This is an advertisement.
Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance Incorporated, Little Flower Clinic, Quantum Healthcare, and East Kentucky Chiropractic, offering medical, dental, pediatrics, chiropractic, behavioral health, women's health, rheumatology, mat program, x-ray, and transportation. Little Flower Clinic Rheumatology, Dr. Travis Sizemore and Brianna Cornitz, treating autoimmune disorders such as lupus and rheumatoid arthritis, and more. 487-9505. Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance Incorporated, your medical home in the mountains.
Welcome back, folks. Commodore Field, Perry Central, and Bell. The captains meeting at midfield to exchange some handshakes and pleasantries. A chance for the coaches to catch up, and the ever-important coin toss captains tonight for Perry Central. Number 7, Aaron Johnson. Number 36, Nolan Rice. Number 60, Landon Sandlin. And number 77, Big Scott Williams. And it's a good crew for Coach Dixon out there, and sure he's hoping they make the right call, heads or tails.
Yeah, that can be a difference maker right there.
We're trying to get a word with Perry Central head coach Mark Dixon. On the field is Perry Central Athletic Director Harold Brashear, longtime broadcaster here on the East Kentucky Sports Network. He's filled in and done a couple games for us last year, and it's always good to be on the call with Harold. He's very intelligent, knowledgeable when it comes to high school sports and high school athletics.
He does. He loves it too. I mentioned Perry Central had a couple guys injured, and I forgot about. You got a couple other guys that have been out now for 2 weeks. Kevin Gross and Blaine Shepard are not in uniform, and those are guys that Perry County Central has been counting on, and you put them in there with Johnson and Robinson. These are key people, and every team starts getting dinged up a little bit. That's normal.
Yeah, we want to remind everyone of our call-in show on WSGS on Fridays at 5 p.m. Sports Unfiltered on 101.1 WSGS. John Napier, DJ Hoskins, outstanding job with that. And every Friday, folks, tune them in. If you got any questions or comments, anything you want to add, just give them a call, and they'll be glad to answer it. As Harold makes his way over to the head coach of the Perry County Central Commodores, Coach Mark Dixon.
How do you feel about things?
Our kids have worked hard all week. We got some injuries we got to overcome tonight, but I think they're up for it, and we're ready.
We've had a couple tough games with them the last 2 years. You think tonight will be any different?
It's going to be a war. It's a physical game anytime you play Bell County, and we got to go out there and be physical with them.
Coach, good luck.
Thank you.
Coach Mark Dixon with the Perry County Central Commodores. We are about 2 minutes from opening kickoff.
Yeah, Coach Dixon hit the nail on the head. It's going to be a war, and that's what you want. That's what you expect when you play Bell County. But Perry Central has to play teams like Bell County, a very tough non-district opponent, a 3A team, to get ready for their brutal district schedule.
Yeah, it's there's no easy path through 4A football. There's no easy path at all. And Coach Dixon, I think it's been a little bit of a transition. He's been here a while now, but at the same time, I think it was a little bit of a transition for him to actually have to transition to 4A football. He'd been in Class A football for a long, long time, and I think he's realized that stepping up that ladder is not an easy task.
Yeah,
it's you week in and week out. There's no way you can have any places on your schedule that might be an easy one when you're at this level.
Everything's got to prepare you for that. Your district, the games in your district determines your seeding in the playoffs. The last couple of years, the Commodores finished fourth in their district and had to travel on the road to Boyle County. And, Coach Justin Haddix, former Perry Central coach, has what a lot of people might say the Rebels rolling. They're a very high-quality football team.
From Mark's standpoint, he wants to avoid that so badly. He wants to. You want to win some football games, put yourself in a position where you don't have to travel to a place like Boyle County.
So Bell County will receive the opening kickoff. Commodores still huddled around Coach Dixon. Now, I don't know what they're trying to find, but they're looking for something. But
I think they may be looking for the kicking tee.
They may be looking for the tee. I thought assistant coach Austin Prey had it, but
I'm not seeing it, and I think that might be the case. They're looking for the kicking tee. You got to have it.
You got to have it. The Commodores will be on defense first, put the ball in play. Back deep to receive for Bell County will be number 19, Hunter Everidge. I believe it's number 5, Nathaniel Saylor. Whistle blows, foot meets leather, and we are under play. Squib kick down the right side field. It steps out of bounds, so Bell County will take over on their own 34, 35-yard line. 1st and 10 Bobcats.
And that's the ideal squib kick there. That's what you want it to do. You want it to take a hop or two and make the receiver unsure of himself. And he just got that one and gobbled it up and then said, hey, I think I'll get out of bounds and live to fight another day.
Blake Burnett, the quarterback for the Bobcats, a wishbone formation. First play from Coach Dudley Hilton. Burnett gets the snap. Hands it to the second man through. That's Caleb Miller.
Breaks a couple tackles over there, and our first down. I think, or very, very close. No, he's a little short.
It's going to be about a 9-yard gain for Miller. Miller last week against Campbellsville, 25 carries, 150 yards, and a couple touchdowns. And he is a load in the backfield. Got big Josh Owens, the fullback, blocking for him. Wishbone formation again. Burnett under center. Takes the snap. Hands it once again to Miller. He's met at the line of scrimmage. Falls forward for a gain of 2. It will be good enough for Bell County first down. Good job by the interior of that Perry Central defense to keep him contained.
Yeah. And I watched that Bell County offensive line explode off the ball just now. They're well coached and they come off the ball, and they're going to try to move the pile.
Big Caleb Miller for Perry Central in on that tackle. Burnett looking
Back
to throw here. Long pass down the field. Good defense by Nolan Rice. The pass falls incomplete. Joseph Brigman, the intended receiver for Bell County.
Yeah, good coverage there. Very good coverage.
So a couple runs from Bell County. Then they try to throw one deep. Commodore's not fooled. It'll be 2nd and 10 Bell County. Ball on their own 43-yard line. Burnett breaks the huddle, walks to the line slowly. This time he puts Miller in motion. Going to roll. He's looking back to his left. Throws it in the flat to Hunter Everidge. He's made a couple guys miss. Gets a first down, gain of about 16 on the play.
Yeah, that's a well-designed play too, Jeff. The quarterback rolled out right and then turned and threw back to the left side, and those blockers were peeling off and getting ahead of the runner to give him an opportunity, and he took advantage of it.
Shows you how much attention the Commodores paying to Caleb Miller. He was the decoy going out on that right side, and couple plays out of the wishbone, back in it, 1st and 10 Bell County from the Perry Central 40-yard line. Burnett gets it this time, hands it to his fullback, Josh Owens. He's met no gain.
Nothing there that time.
Nice defense once again by Miller, the nose tackle for Perry Central. Caleb Miller, just a freshman out there. Got a tough assignment going against this very experienced Bell County offensive line.
I tell you, Caleb had a good game last week, and the coaches have really been high on him.
Burnett under center, 2nd and 10 for Bell County. Takes the snap, hands it this time to the second guy through, Caleb Miller. He's met at the line of scrimmage for no gain.
Yeah, everybody stayed home.
Nice defense once again by the Commodores. It's going to bring up 3rd and 10 for Bell County. Sawyer Jones on the tackle for the Commodores. 3rd down, 10 to go on the Perry Central 40-yard line. Big defensive play right here for the Commodores. Bell County this time going with 2 wide receiver formation, 1 each way, I formation in the backfield. Burnett takes the snap. He's going to throw, putting the pressure on him, gets it, overthrows his receiver.
Yeah.
They'll bring up 4th and 10. Commodores brought the blitz. Made Burnett get rid of that one a little quicker than he wanted to, and it falls incomplete.
Good defensive set so far for the Commodores. They've came out and played with a purpose. This will be interesting to see what Bell County does. Looks like they're going to go for it. Maybe
they're going to go for it on 4th and 10. 4 wide receiver set for the first time tonight. Blake Burnett in the shotgun. Gets the snap. He's looking, throws it over the middle. It's caught.
Nice catch.
In traffic. The gain will be good enough for a first down. Joseph Brigman got in behind the linebackers in front of the safety, just found himself a spot, and Burnett threw it on the money.
Yeah, Brigman, another senior. These guys, they're going to their guys that have been through the wars.
Gain of 15 on the play. Ball on the Perry Central 25. Burnett in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Throws it out in the flat to Saylor. He's going down the right side. He's trying to get in, and he is. Touchdown, Bell County. Nope. No, they're now saying he stepped out, so a little confusion on the play. One raised his hands, the other one. So they're going to say it was not a touchdown. And it will be 1st and goal from the half-yard line for Bell County.
Yeah, I think he stepped out just shy of the goal line.
8:22 to go in the first quarter. 0-0, but Bell County knocking on the door. 1st and goal from the 1 for the Bobcats. Burnett's going under center. Fultz, Owens, and Miller in the backfield and pushes the pile forward, and it's going to be a touchdown Bell County. So
didn't need much, and that offensive line gave him just enough push.
The 1 yard run for the Bobcats gives them the 6-0 lead. 8 minutes, 18 seconds to go here in the first quarter.
And Jeff, got to give the Perry County Central defense credit. They played pretty good against that drive, but Bell County just did a good job again. They're efficient.
Bobcats going for 2. Hand it to Owens, the big fullback, trying to fight through the middle. He stood up and denied by the Commodores defense. They hold 6-0 Bell County. 8:18 to go in the first quarter. We'll step away for a 30-second break right here on your East Kentucky Sports Network.
Kimber Furniture's Labor Day sale is finally here. The best deals of the year during our biggest sale of the year. Incredible savings store-wide. Up to 1 year interest-free, and we pay your sales tax, or up to 2 years interest-free. All rugs, lamps, and accessories are 25% off. Candleberry candles are buy two, get one free. Free memory foam pillow with any mattress purchase. The Labor Day sale only at Kimber's in Hazard. Kimber's, we know furniture.
Welcome back, folks, to Commodore Field. Bell County strikes first on a 1-yard touchdown run to take a 6-0 lead. And you're right, Coach. Perry Central's defense did not play bad that opening drive. They let Bell County convert the 4th and 10, and that sort of didn't really break their back, but rattled them a little bit. And Bell County able to march it on down, punch it in for the first score of the game.
Yeah, Bell County is just they're just an efficient football team on both sides of the ball.
Caden Gibson and Nolan Rice set to receive the kickoff.
I know Coach Dixon desperately wants to get Caden Gibson more involved in the offense this week. He wasn't much of a factor last week, and if the Commodores are going to have some success, Caden Gibson's got to be a big part of it.
Ball's in the air, kicks, goes through the legs of Rice. Gibson fields it on the 5, gets across the 10, shifty little move, trying to get outside, hit and dropped on about the 17-yard line. And you're right, Coach. Caden Gibson last week, only 4 carries for 6 yards. In this game a year ago against Bell County, he had 17 carries for 72 yards. So
yeah, he's got to be a factor.
Definitely want to get Gibson going if you're Coach Dixon and the Commodores. So Perry Central on offense for the first time tonight. Waiting for him to break the huddle. I didn't see who the quarterback was going to be. It's going to be Parker Maggard.
Empty backfield starting out here. They've spread the field.
Maggard last week against North Laurel had 86 yards in the air. Faked the handoff, kept it, and he is hammered in the backfield.
He was swallowed up.
That defensive line of Bell County in the backfield in a hurry to drop Maggard for the loss. Last week, Maggard 6 of 11 for 86 yards. It's going to bring up 2nd and 14 for the Commodores. 4 wide receiver set, 2 split each way. Caden Gibson to the right of Parker Maggard. Maggard gets it, throws it out to the right to Gibson. He's hit and drugged down for maybe a gain of about 5. He gets past the original line of scrimmage, so it's going to bring up 3rd and around 8 for the Commodores. Big 3rd down upcoming.
And you already see Coach Dixon's trying to get that ball in the hands of his playmaker.
Trying to get it out to him in space. Make a guy miss. Something good's going to happen. Maggard, 3rd and 7. Takes the snap. He's looking. Throws it over the middle. It's going to be picked off. Interception, Bell County. He's trying to return it. Gets it inside, and the interception return for the touchdown for Blake Burnett.
Yep.
The quarterback read the eyes of the Commodore quarterback, picks it off, takes it to the house, 12-0 Bell County.
Yeah, that ball was just a little high. He had a receiver where he wanted him. He had a good look. Just let it float on him a little bit, and that's the result when you play good teams.
It is. Burnett playing that safety position, just right place, right time, and then has the presence of mind, uses his athletic ability after the interception to get on that far sideline and take it to the house for the Bobcats.
Yeah, that turned that into points in a hurry, didn't he?
Going for 2. Burnett under center, gets it. He's going to hand it off to Miller. He's hit but fights forward, powers into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. 14-0 Bell County's lead. 7 minutes to go here in the first quarter. We'll take a 30-second break. Back in just a moment on East Kentucky Sports Network.
Double Quick proudly introduces Rewards Plus Pay. It's a new feature inside the Double Quick Rewards app. Enroll today and save 20 cents on gas all day, every day, right at the pump. Use it on all transactions inside, too. To enroll, open your Double Quick Rewards app. Click Enroll now and follow the steps to link your checking account. Once you're approved, use Double Quick Rewards Plus Pay at the pump or inside the store. Rewards Plus Pay is safe, secure, and easy to use. Enroll today and start saving, but only at your Double Quick store. Double Quick proudly introduces Rewards Plus Pay. It's a new feature inside the Double Quick Rewards app. Enroll today and save 20 cents on gas all day, every day, right at the pump. Use it on all transactions inside, too. To enroll, open your Double Quick Rewards app. Click Enroll now and follow the steps to link your checking account. Once you're approved, use Double Quick Rewards Plus Pay at the pump or inside the store. Rewards Plus Pay is safe, secure, and easy to use. Enroll today and start saving, but only at your Double Quick store.
Back to action here at Commodore Field. Miller puts the boot to it. It's fielded by Gibson. Gibson's trying to make a return up the middle, hit hard, tries to spin away from the defender, dropped, and the Commodores will take over. That was a nice tackle by Bell County's number 33, Landon Collins.
Yeah, just too many Bobcats coming in a hurry there.
Yeah, Gibson, he's got the ability to make that guy miss, but good defense by Bell County.
And I'm sure Coach Hilton and his staff have pointed out to their players that you better get your hands on Gibson, because if he gets in the open field, we can't catch you.
Maggard in the gun, gets it, hands it off to Gibson, trying to run down the left side, squirts through two defenders, falls across the 30-yard line. Gain's going to be good for 3 yards. 2nd and 7 for the Commodores. Tough run that time by Gibson.
Yeah, decent run.
6:30 to go here in the first quarter. Bell County on top 14-0. Commodores their second offensive possession of the game. The first a turnover, an interception return for a touchdown by Bell County's Blake Burnett. Maggard, 4 wide receivers, 2 each way. Gets the snaps, hand to Gibson, tries to up the middle, falls forward to about the 35-yard line. Another gain of 3 yards will bring up 3rd and 4.5, 5 yards for the Commodore.
Yeah, moving the football, and it becomes not just moving the football. You got to move the sticks. You got to get first downs.
Yeah, Perry Central, we saw last week, has to try to get that 3rd and manageable pistol position now for the Commodores. Maggard with a hard count, trying to draw them off sides. Now looks to the sideline to get the play from assistant coach Austin Prey. Ball snapped. Maggard looking to throw. Feels pressure. Tries to step up in the pocket. Tough sledding up the middle. Loses 1, maybe 2 on the play. So to bring up 4th and 5 now for the Commodore.
That pocket was there for a little while, but it just finally collapsed, and there was nowhere to go.
Commodores will punt. Parker Maggard, the quarterback, and the punter. Drops back. 5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. 14-0 Bell County. The snap to Maggard. Gets it away. Long punt. And Bell County's going to let it roll. Blake Burnett deciding not to field that one, and it took a friendly bounce.
Yeah, took a little Perry Central bounce there, and so Perry Central has got the Bobcats back there deep in their own territory, and that's a positive for them.
Yeah, the worst field position of the night for the Bell County Bobcats. The Commodores defense back on the field. 4:42 to go. Bell County 14, Perry Central 0. Certainly appreciate everybody tuning us in here on the East Kentucky Sports Network on a football Friday night. Burnett breaks the huddle for the Bobcats. Wishbone offense. Burnett goes under center. Takes the snap. Hands it to
counter
Miller.
There. Yeah, they ran that counter, that little trap play, and it's if everybody don't stay home on a play like that, it can blow up on you. And they got a pretty decent gain out of it. What got looks like 6 or 7.
And Burnett does a really good job. If you run that wishbone and you're the quarterback, you have to be a magician with that football, and you're faking one hand off and handing it somewhere else. And
And that don't come overnight. That comes with playing a lot and practicing a lot.
Burnett takes the snap. This time hands it to the fullback, Josh Owens. Fights forward. The gain appears to be good enough for the Bell County first down. 1st and 10 Bobcats from their own 26-yard line. First and 10 Bell County. Their own 26-yard line. I formation this time. 2 wide receivers split to the right. Burnett takes the snap. He's going to throw. Looks
Got a
out.
man wide open out here in the flat.
Wide open, and he hit him in stride. The receiver, Hunter Everidge, about a 14, 15-yard gain, and that was a pretty play from the Bobcats.
Yeah, he looked like he set in to block and then just released out of there on a little out pattern and got him to forget about him.
Again, the heavy run offense of Bell County creates those open throwing lanes.
It really does.
And Burnett delivered for the first down. 1st and 10, 3:10 to go here in the first quarter. Burnett, he's going to run it. Option to the left side. Pitches to Miller. He's got a lot of room to run out there. Makes a guy miss. Eldridge brings him down, and there may be a face mask on the Commodores. Heck of a run by Caleb Miller.
And it was one of those runs where when he turned upfield, he didn't fool around. I mean, he turned the jets on and was running full speed.
Bryce Eldridge tracking him down for the tackle. Do believe I saw a face mask on the play, and if that's the case, it will be against the Commodores. And they are stepping it off for just that infraction.
Yeah.
So after a couple plays, Bell County deep into Commodore territory. Ball on the 20-yard line. Red zone offense for Bell County.
Defense, face mask, 15 yards, first down.
Nose of the ball on the 20-yard line for Blake Burnett and his Bell County Bobcats. Leading this one 14-0 over the Commodores. 3:03 to go here in the first quarter. Burnett with a snap throws it out in the flat. The receiver can't shake the tackle. Gain will be good enough for 6 or 7 yards.
You know, Bell County's using this passing game effectively. I Perry County Central is crowding the box on them a little bit, but they're using it very effectively, and all their pass plays are relatively safe. They're not taking a lot of gambles. They're just a little pitch and catch and getting it out to a guy in open space, letting him make a play.
Caden Huff on the reception for Bell County. 2nd and 5. Burnett under center, hands it off to Miller. Hit in the hole by the Commodores, brought down by Bryce Eldridge.
Looks like another face mask.
The game was not going to be good enough for a first down, but if the penalty is against the Commodores, and they are marching it indeed that way. So do we half the distance to the goal line?
Face mask.
Another face mask, Coach. You called it.
14, half the distance to the goal. First down.
Ball's going to be spotted on the 6-yard line. 1st and goal for Bell County. Already a 2-touchdown lead, looking to add to it.
Yeah, and these kind of penalties on this young Commodore team are hard to overcome.
Burnett under center. Hands it to his fullback. Met in the hole by Caleb Miller. The rest of that interior Perry Central defense. Bryce Eldridge in on that tackle as well. Tyson Riley. No gain on the play. 2nd and goal from the 5. Bell County really spreading it around. A lot of different guys getting involved. Owens on the carry that time. Yeah. Excuse me, it was Logan Green on the carry. Burnett under center. Another flag on the play. This one on the Commodore sideline. It's like a motion penalty or some kind of infraction against Bell County, backing it up 5 yards. Called encroachment on the offense. So 5-yard penalty moves it back to the 10. Second go from the 10 for Bell County.
And the Commodores could use anything they can get right now. They need to stop the bleeding and hopefully keep this team out of the end zone this drive.
Burnett under center, takes a snap, looking to throw, lofts it, fade route, left corner. Receiver goes up and gets it. Incomplete. Good defense by Nolan Rice.
It was.
As Brigman couldn't haul that one in, but that was a nice, pretty pass from Blake Burnett.
It was right on target, and Bryce did a heck of a job there of just staying on the receiver, locking on to him, and then getting those hands up there just in time to make the play.
3rd and goal from the 10. Commodores looking to make a defensive stand. Burnett under center, wishbone backfield for Bell County. Burnett with a snap, hands it to Miller, trying to get off the left side. Shakes, bakes, he'll go into the end zone. Yeah. Touchdown, Caleb Miller. His first of the night, and that will put Bell County up 20-0 with 1:26 to go here in the first quarter. Bell County went for 2 on their previous 2 touchdowns. Looks like they'll do the same here, Coach.
Yeah, I think so. Dudley Hill kind of old school too. He feels like that his team ought to be able to get in there on that 2-point conversion, and he kind of puts it on them. You know, like guys, you know, you're getting a play, you're lining up on a free play there. You ought to be able to get it in.
That's right. I formation for Bell County. Fakes the toss. He's going to keep it. Throws into the boundary.
Nice throw.
Nice throw and catch. Blake Burnett found his receiver on the money for the 2-point conversion, and that's going to make her score 22-0, 1:26 to go here in the first quarter. Bell County over Perry Central. Back in 30 seconds on your East Kentucky Sports Network.
Whether you're starting out or starting over, Hazard Community and Technical College can help you take the next step. Learn a new skill in as little as 8 weeks, grow in your career, or start here and transfer. With the University Center of the Mountains, you can earn your bachelor's, master's, or even higher degrees close to home. Wherever your dreams lead, we'll help you get there. Choose HCTC. Your future starts here. Call today at 606-487-3293.
Welcome back, folks. Commodore Field. This one, all Bell County early on. The Bobcats lead the Commodores 22-0, 1:26 to go in the first quarter. And, Coach, when this Bell County offense is clicking, they are hard to stop.
They are, and they're, you know, and I know I'm wearing this word out, but efficient. they just are efficient. They get on their the blockers get on their man and stay on him, and you got to try to fight them off, and it's not easy.
Miller puts the ball in the air. Nolan Rice fields it for the Commodores, trying to reverse his field, find a gap, hit hard as he crosses the 35-yard line. Nice return from Nolan Rice, but he took a big lick.
Yeah, he took
for
a
number
shot there.
55, Chase Caldwell.
Yeah, that's a good run though. He got a good. He was one tackler away from getting in daylight.
Brings up 1st and 10 for Perry Central. The ball on their own 36-yard line. Aaron Johnson, the quarterback now for the Perry Central. Full house backfield for the Commodores. Johnson fakes the handoff. He's going to keep it himself.
Nothing there.
Maybe back to the line of scrimmage, but it looks like it'll be a loss of 1 yard for Aaron Johnson. So brings up 2nd and 11 for the Commodores.
Gibson back in the backfield for Perry Central, and again, I know I've mentioned it, but they really need to get him involved and making plays because he's their best playmaker.
Gibson and Chancey Hurley, the running backs. Josh Miller, the fullback. Johnson, the quarterback, hands it to Hurley, tries it off the left side, gets through the line of scrimmage. Good run from Chancey Hurley trying to fight his way to midfield. The gain is going to be good for a Commodore first down, 11-yard gain for Chancey Hurley.
Yeah, nice run there. Jeff, we got a report already on the Letcher Central and Leslie County game. Letcher Central up 22-0 early in that one.
Letcher Central, another tough football program here in the mountains, and that's one of the, Perry Central's district opponents. So we'll have that game here in a few weeks right here at Commodore Field between the Cougars and the Commodores, and should be a dandy.
Yeah, it will.
20 seconds to go in the first quarter. Commodores 1st and 10. Johnson, toss sweep to Gibson, trying to find some room off the right side. Finally turns it up. Gain will be good for about 2 yards. Good job by the Bell County defense stringing that one out, not giving Gibson any room to turn it upfield. 2nd and 8 for the Commodores.
Yeah, they're just not letting him get in the open field, and that's where he's at his best.
We've played one quarter, folks. Bell County 22, Perry Central 0. We'll be back for second quarter action after this short break right here on your East Kentucky Sports Network.
East Kentucky Carpet One has been serving Eastern Kentucky for more than 45 years, and we are proud to say that we are still here with the same quality family-owned business. We have experience in commercial and residential properties with a fully stocked warehouse. We also have access to luxury vinyl waterproof flooring, tile, carpet, and much more. Professional installation is also available. Stop by East Kentucky Carpet at 204 Willie's Way or give us a call at 606-439-3858. East Kentucky Carpet One.
Need a new pharmacy? Let MCHC transfer your prescriptions quickly and easily. It allows you to pick up your medications while visiting the doctor at our Knott, Owsley, Pound, Whitesburg, Leatherwood, Harlan clinics, and now at our new Middlesboro clinic. Plus, our MCHC patient portal makes refills easy. Worried about medication costs? We'll help you access prescription assistance programs if you qualify. MCHC, providing better health for a longer life.
Welcome back, folks, to Commodore Field. Perry Central taking on Bell County. We've played one quarter. It's been all Bell County. The Bobcats lead 22-0. Perry Central with the ball at midfield, the best field position of the night for the Commodores. I'm Jeff Campbell and Coach Randy Napier. Coach, a good offensive drive from Perry Central.
It is. The Commodores are right there. They've been so close to making big plays and just can't get over the hump against this good team.
Johnson hands it off to Hurley, skips around a defender, fights through one. Nice hard run, Chancey Hurley.
That was a heck of a run.
Yeah, first down, Commodores. Hurley with 2 carries on the night, both for 10 yards. And that's pretty efficient, Coach.
Yeah.
And that's the thing that Hurley gives you. He's a big body, he's athletic, and he's just a real hard-nosed runner, tough kid, and showing it on that run right there.
Yeah, when he turns up in there, he runs like he means it.
Wishbone offense again for the Commodores. Hurley and Gibson in the back. Caden Haddock's the fullback. This time it's going to be to Gibson. Tries to get through the right side, met and dropped after a gain of about 2 yards. The defense by Josh Owens, the middle linebacker for Bell County. We'll bring up 2nd and 8. 11:15 to go before halftime. Aaron Johnson under center for the Commodores. Wishbone backfield behind him. This time he's going to hand it to Hurley off that left side again. This time he fights back right.
Got hit hard twice and still kept churning, looking for extra yards. That's what you got to do.
Fell forward, gain of about 4 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 3 for the Commodores. Call it 3rd and 4 for Perry Central. This drive for Perry Central is chewing up a little clock. The other 2 drives ended, one with a turnover, the other one with a punt. But
yeah. Now I think this is 2-down territory too.
Johnson, inside handoff to Gibson, hitting the backfield, falls forward. Gain of maybe 1, but it's going to bring up 4th and short for the Commodores. And you're right. This is, I think, 4-down territory for Coach Dixon.
Yeah.
This wishbone offense for Perry Central we've seen here in the second quarter. being very effective. Johnson under center. Going with a hard count now. He calls, looks to the sideline, gets the play. Everybody checking the wristbands. Johnson looks over again, and Perry Central is going to take a timeout. Folks, we'll take it with them. 9:42 to go in quarter number 2. Bell County 22, Perry Central 0. Back after this break right here on your East Kentucky Sports Network.
Need a new pharmacy? Let MCHC transfer your prescriptions quickly and easily. It allows you to pick up your medications while visiting the doctor at our Knott, Owsley, Pound, Whitesburg, Leatherwood, Harlan clinics, and now at our new Middlesboro clinic. Plus, our MCHC patient portal makes refills easy. Worried about medication costs? We'll help you access prescription assistance programs if you qualify. MCHC, providing better health for a longer life.
Hey guys, Perry Vinyl Windows and Doors, let me tell you, if you're looking for mobile home parts, they have you covered. I've seen it myself personally. Windows, doors, any type of fitting. If you're looking for a mobile home part or a mobile home replacement part, they have it at Perry Vinyl Windows and Doors, and they have it at the right price. 606-435-7639. They're located in the old 84 Lumber Building in the Combs section of Hazard. Give Perry Vinyl Windows and Doors a call now.
Welcome back, folks. Commodore Field. Want to remind you the Kentucky versus Toledo game right here on WSGS. Pregame starts at 10:30. Johnson hands it off to Hurley. He is met and dropped in the backfield. Nice defensive stand by Bell County. It's a turnover on down for the Commodores, and the Bobcats will take over.
Yeah. And Bell County just made a big defensive play. They smelled it out real quick what was coming, and it looked like he had an opportunity for a first down, but all of a sudden it closed in a hurry.
Yeah, most of the running plays from Hurley out of that wishbone, he's been going to that left side. Bell County not fooled that time.
No, they were right there waiting.
9:37 to go. Bobcats take over. Burnett in the gun. Takes the snap, hands it to Miller. Goes through the middle, falls forward for a gain of about 9 yards. Big hole open that time by that Bell County offense.
Yeah, and Miller does a good job. He squirts through there. He knows he's got to get through there in a hurry, and the hole's not going to stay open forever. He squirts through, and then he starts looking to do some damage downfield. He's just a smart runner and an experienced runner.
Yes, he is. Big, strong young man. I saw him walking in, and he looks like a running back.
Yeah.
This time Burnett comes out in the gun. 4 wide receiver set for Bell County. Takes a snap, looking to throw. Pressured. Up the middle. Release. Caught. Gain is going to be good for about 20 yards to Bell County's number 19, Hunter Everidge. Hunter Everidge just beat the man coverage on the inside, made himself open, got a few yards after the catch. And nice play by the Bobcats.
I'm impressed with Bell County's passing game.
Yeah, you talk, Blake Burnett, 7 for 10 last week, 125 yards, 1 touchdown, 10 carries, 155 yards, had another touchdown. So this young man,
he's been really accurate tonight, too.
You want the ball in his hands if you're Coach Hilton. And 4 wide receiver set for Burnett. This time he hands it off to Miller. Up the middle, big hole, cuts it back outside. Nice run, Caleb Miller, touchdown. What a run by Caleb Miller, his second touchdown of the game. This one from about 38 yards out, and that's going to make her score 28-0, Bell County. And that, Coach, was the way you run the football. Like you said, he got to that second level, and then he made that cut, bounced it back out to the right, and used his speed to get to the end zone. And just a great run by Miller.
That was a senior type play there. When he got into that second level, he said, I'm going to get out of here where there's not as many guys, and I think I can outrun them.
Bell County going for 2. Burnett throws it in the end zone, and it's going to be good. The 2-point reception good by Caden Huff. Hauls it in for 2, and that's going to make her score 30-0. 8:16 to go in the second quarter. This one all Bell County, folks. Back after this break right here on your East Kentucky Sports Network.
At TVS, we've been working hard preparing for the future. Well, the future is now. TVS offers digital cable, digital phone service, high-speed internet, and a fiber optic infrastructure. We're a local company putting money back into our local economy while supporting our local schools and organizations. What about those other guys? You know, those big out-of-town companies. What have they done for you lately? Mountain people serving mountain people. TVS 606-439-3167.
They are the electric motor headquarters, Maggard Electric, Southeast Kentucky's #1 to replace your small electric motors. Maggard Electric is ESA approved. They can replace air compressor motors, swimming pool pumps, heating and cooling motors, motors for heat pumps, air conditioners, and so much more. Over 300 electric motors in stock, and if they don't have it, they can get it. Maggard Electric, still strong, still serving Southeast Kentucky. Located 6 miles north of Hazard on Highway 15. Open 7:30 to 4 Monday through Friday. 436-6886.
Welcome back, folks. Perry Central, Bell County here from Commodore Field, and the Bobcats rolling 30-0 over the Commodores. 8:16 to go in the second quarter as Caleb Miller puts it in the air. Bounces over the head of Nolan Rice. He fields it, trying to get upfield, makes a nice cut, but he's brought down on the 22-yard line.
And that was a crazy bounce.
I don't think it hit him. I think a lot of people – in the stands, maybe panicked a little bit thinking it hit him. I think it just bounced over his head.
It did. It just took a crazy hop there and went straight over his head.
1st and 10 for the Commodores. Ball on their own 22-yard line. Parker Maggard will be the quarterback for this series for the Commodores. Last couple series, Perry Central been in the wishbone. When Maggard was in earlier in the game, it was in the gun, 4 wide, and that's what it's going to be this time.
And I think Perry Central feels much more comfortable throwing the ball with Maggard back there, but Johnson gives them that added dimension of a running quarterback.
So now there's going to be a penalty against Perry Central.
5 yards.
Illegal substitution, so moves Perry Central back 5 yards. 1st and 15. Now from their own 17. And that's the thing you can ill afford if you're Perry Central.
Yeah, you don't want to back up.
Penalties and turnovers. Maggard gets the snap, hands it off to Hurley, runs up the middle, bounces off a couple tacklers. Finally get him down around the 20-yard line. The gain's going to be good for 3 yards. Bring up 2nd and 12 now for Perry Central. 7:58 to go here in the second quarter. Bell County 30, Perry Central 0. And Bell County just a master class of running the football so far. Maggard passes out in the flat, finds his receiver, gain good for about 4 yards. I think it's number 22, Keegan Cecil, on the reception.
And Jeff, this Bell County team looks to be one of Coach Hilton's better teams he's had in quite a while. They're just good. You can tell they're senior dominated. I think they got about 19 or 20 seniors. They're just they're a good football team.
Maggard throws it out in the flat to Miller, lowers his shoulder, falls forward. That's going to be good for a Perry Central first down. Good job by Josh Miller, absorbing that contact, falling forward, and getting a first down for his Commodores. You're right, Coach. Talking about Bell County, a lot of, friends over in that area that tune us in here on the East Kentucky Sports Network. And, the folks on Log Mountain feel that, this Bobcat team's got a chance to get to the Kroger Field in December.
Yeah, I think they're feeling pretty good about the chances.
Maggard hands it off to Hurley, makes a man miss, fights forward, gain of 12, good enough for a Perry Central first down. Nice run, Chancey Hurley. Tell you, Chancey Hurley, just back in that backfield, he's a hard runner and he's a big kid, strong.
He is, yeah. He's a big tough kid.
I thought he had a good week running the football last week against North Laurel, and he's continued that here tonight against Bell County. 1st and 10 Commodores, ball on their own 47. Maggard in the gun, 2 wide receivers each way. Gets a snap, throws over the middle, hit off his hands, nearly intercepted. Cecil couldn't bring that one in, and that's those kind that, it was a near interception.
That could have ended up going the other way. It hung in the air for a while.
And that's one of those interceptions you really can't blame your quarterback. It's a good throw by Maggard. Cecil just couldn't haul it in.
Yeah.
2nd and 10, 6:13 to go. We're in quarter number 2. Maggard in the gun, passes over in the flat, finds his receiver, hit and dropped at the line of scrimmage for no gain. Jackson Collins.
Yeah, he kind of circled back, and he needed to get upfield quicker on that one.
Looked like it appeared to be like a little tunnel screen. Bell County, give their defense a lot of credit. They really, we've talked a lot about their offense, but their defense just does a good job of swarming to the ball, and that's something you see with a senior-laden team.
Yeah, you're going to see multiple guys getting to the football in a hurry.
Maggard in the gun, 3rd and 10 for the Commodores. Maggard takes the snap. Looking, throws underneath. Cecil with a catch, hit and dropped by Owens. Depends on the spot, but I believe it's going to be good enough for a Perry Central first down. Cecil making up for that previous drop on this drive. He hauled that one in and took a shot from Owens.
Yeah, he hung tough on that one. He knew the contact was coming and just put the ball away and said, all right, go ahead and get me.
First down, Commodores. Move it into Bell County territory on the 43-yard line. Maggard hands it off in the backfield to Gibson. He's tripped up immediately. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd and 10 now for the Commodores.
Just having a tough time getting the sophomore running back into the secondary, and that's where he, if he gets there, he'll bring some excitement.
He's got world-class speed. Maggard looks to throw. Out in the flat to Gibson. Gains about 4 on the play. Pretty pass from Maggard. Nice hands by Caden Gibson. Brings up 3rd and 6 now for Perry Central.
And, Jeff, moving forward, I think that's what Perry Central has to do a lot of with Gibson. They got to get him out there. A lot of these teams are not going to be as good as Bell County's defense, and he'll break some of those tackles.
3rd and 6 for the Commodores. Maggard in the gun, 4 wide receiver set. Moves Gibson over to his left side. This time he's going to hand it off to him. Big hole up the middle. Bounces it outside. Tripped up.
And he was one shoestring tackle away from a touchdown.
Caden Gibson, an electric run. Gain of 20 on the play. That's bringing a gain of 15 on the play. The ball on the 25-yard line now for the Commodores. 1st and 10. Maggard looking to throw. Steps up in the pocket. He's going to run it. Makes one guy miss. Falls forward. Good job by Parker Maggard to get positive yardage out of that one.
Yeah, it was. That was good. That was a good play. And I like what Parker did there. He took a look at his first receiver, his second target, and then he said, okay, I'm getting upfield.
Gain of 7 on the play. 2nd and 3 for the Commodores. Maggard hands off to Gibson. Tries to get away from one guy, but Owens gets him and drops him, and looks like he may have grabbed him by the face mask. Has to be a face mask on Bell or a hold on Perry Central.
Yeah, one or the other.
Let's see the call. Personal foul, face mask on the defense. That'll bring Perry Central 15 yards closer. So the Commodores inside the red zone the first time tonight, Coach, and last week against North Laurel, they had a couple of chances, good chances to score in this area of the field. Couldn't get it in the end zone. And
this is.
I know a touchdown here would take a lot of pressure off these kids.
It would,
and especially dug themselves a hole here early on in this first half, but give them something positive going into halftime.
I was going to say the same thing. If they can get a touchdown here, they got to feel a lot better about themselves going off at halftime.
Chancey Hurley in at running back. Flanks Maggard to his left. Maggard hands it to Hurley. Up the middle. Touchdown, Commodores. Chancey Hurley broke the plane.
Yeah, he coughed it up after the fact, but that was a touchdown.
Chancey Hurley, the first touchdown for the Commodores this season. makes the score 30-6, and that was a good run, Coach. Right between the tackles.
Good tough run.
Absorbs some contact and puts the ball in the end zone for the Commodores. A 12-yard touchdown run by Hurley. Commodores going for 2. We'll hand it to Hurley again. Bounces off the left side, dives forward. 2-point conversion is good. That makes your score 30-8. Commodores answer back. 3:09 to go here in quarter number 2. Back after this short break right here on your East Kentucky Sports Network.
Looking for expert dermatology care close to home? We're excited to welcome Lori Howard to Primary Care Centers of Eastern Kentucky, a Hazard native with 12 years experience in medical dermatology. She brings top-notch skincare to our community. And we're also excited to welcome our newest provider, Madison Mobilini Patrick, providing aesthetics. Call today for an appointment, 606-439-1300. Primary Care Center, expert care close to home.
With the Perry County Public Library card, you can check out books, movies, magazines, ebooks, as well as use their online databases that allow you to take online classes, repair your auto, or research your family history. Visit the library at 289 Black Gold Boulevard, Hazard, Kentucky. Call them at 606-436-2475 or visit their website, perrycountylibrary.org, for more information. The Perry County Public Library, your source for information, education, and entertainment.
Welcome back, folks. Back to action here at Commodore Field. 3:09 to go in the second quarter. Bell County 30, Perry Central 8. Ball in the air. Takes a hop. Fielded by Bell County. Tries to get forward. Fights across the 40-yard line.
He
dragging
almost
a tackle.
popped out there.
Nice hard run by Nathaniel Saylor. And that gets the ball up around midfield for Bell County with 3 minutes to go. And really, 3 timeouts in his pocket for Coach Hilton and Bell County. And keep the playbook pretty much wide open right here.
Yeah, they can do a lot of things now.
Last drive by Perry Central. Very, very efficient. Picked up a couple big third downs, chewed up some clock, but most importantly, put the ball in the end zone. Burnett under center, I formation, option to the right. Burnett's going to keep it, hit at the line of scrimmage, falls forward for a gain of 2. Caden Haddix in on the tackle for the Commodores.
Yeah, nice defense there. And Perry Central's had moments where their defense looked good, but they've just been on the field so much.
Yeah, they forced Bell County to 4th and 10 in the first quarter. Bell County picked that up, went on to score. But you're right, a lot of minutes on the field for the defense, but they're playing pretty good. Burnett, he's looking to pass, rolling out to his right, lofts it, complete, hit, and dropped.
And, boy, he's an accurate thrower. He is very, very accurate.
Joseph Brigman on the reception picks up the first down for Bell County. And you're right, Burnett just put that one right between the numbers.
Bryce Eldridge came off there a little gimpy for the Commodores, and Chance Hurley is already sitting over here being attended to. These guys are getting banged up a little.
Time the hands off goes to the fullback, Owens. Straight up the gut for a gain of 9.
Bobcats are patient here. They know they don't have to be in a hurry. They've got plenty of time to punch this one in right before the half.
Correction, that was Logan Green on the carry. Green back in that fullback spot right here. Burnett gets it, throws it out to the right, hits his receiver, splits 2 defenders, falls forward, picks up the first down. Another good pass from Burnett to Huff.
Defenders were just late closing on the ball there. You gotta get there a little earlier.
That slant's hard to cover. 1:25 now to go before halftime. Bell County with 3 timeouts remaining. Perry Central with 2. This time Burnett hands it once again to the fullback Green. Hit at the line of scrimmage. Falls forward for a gain of 1. Timeout Bell County. We'll take it with them. 1:11 to go here in the second quarter. Bell County 30, Perry Central 8. Back after this break right here. You're listening to Perry Central Football on your East Kentucky Sports Network.
Are you good at math? Well, good news. You don't have to be. We've made saving big at Appalachian Wireless as easy as your 1, 2, 3s and ABCs because we know that sending your kiddo back to school can be expensive. So come in today and meet one of our local sales teams where they'll tell you more about our back to school promotions, where we've got deals for everyone in the family. Hurry in. Offer ends August 31st. So visit us at AppalachianWireless.com or visit one of your favorite Appalachian Wireless retail locations because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
If your pipes are broke, your hot water's a joke. Who you gonna call? Hot Valley! And your drains won't drain, driving you insane. Who can you call? Hot Valley! Call 233-5936. Call 233-5936. You better call Todd.
Welcome back, folks. Commodore Field, 2nd and 10, 1:11 to go. Bell County threatening, trying to get a late touchdown here, Coach. And they've looked really good tonight, but the Commodores shown signs of good things.
Yeah, they've got some fight in them, Prairie Central does. The guy just came back to the ball there, and the quarterback just bought just enough time to let him get open. And inside the 5 now.
You hit the nail on the head. Brigman saw his quarterback was in a little bit of trouble, and he had to work back to that football.
He came back to him, and that's just good football.
1st and goal from the 3 for Bell County. 1:03 to go in the 2nd quarter. 30-8. Bobcats on top, looking to add to that total. Burnett under center. Takes it, hands it off to Miller. Fights forward. Stopped just short of the end zone. They're going to mark him down inside the 1.
And he spun twice trying to get in there, and that's just good running.
Got to have a sort of a feeling here that Coach Hilton's going to give it to Miller again, already with 2 rushing touchdowns. Burnett with 2 touchdowns. Miller with 2 touchdowns. Wishbone offense. Burnett gets it, just goes forward. Quarterback sneaks. His second rushing touchdown of the night for Blake Burnett, the quarterback for Bell County. And that puts your score 36 for Bell County, 8 for Perry Central. 28 seconds to go here before half. 1-yard TD run.
And, they're Bell County ran that clock down there, and that was no accident. They were not going to leave Perry Central with much time to do anything offensively. That was part of the reason they were in no hurry.
Bell County,
false start looked like.
Yeah, Bell County going for 2. Once again, looks like it's going to be a false start.
False start, number 61 offense.
Alex Gooden, the guard for Bell County, got a little too antsy on that play. It'll move Bell County back to the 8-yard line as they will have another attempt at this 2-point conversion. 36-8 is your score. 28 seconds to go before the half. Burnett jogs over, gets the play from the coaching staff of Bell County. I'm going to have a feeling if they put it in the air, it's going to go to Brigman. He's had a nice day catching a football. Burnett under center. Whistle blows, stops play. Maybe offsides encroachment on the defense.
I think it may have been, yeah. No, I am wrong.
No, false start on Bell County. Moves them back 5 more, so now the 2-point.
Offense, number 2, 5 yards, peep down.
Called false start on the wide receiver, Joseph Brigman on that one. Moves Bell County back 5 more, so now the 2-point conversion attempt from the 13-yard line.
Yeah, makes it a little more difficult. But now Bell County has answered the call on about everything so far.
Burnett takes a snap, looks, throws over the middle, pass deflected. Incomplete, no good. Nice stop by the Commodores cornerback Nolan Rice to prevent the 2-point conversion. 36-8 your score, 28 seconds before half. We'll take another 30-second break back right here on your East Kentucky Sports Network.
Irresistible value and flavor await at Fazoli's. For just $3.99, savor a perfectly sized portion of your favorite Fazoli's pastas. Choose from tasty spaghetti with marinara sauce, hearty spaghetti with meat sauce, or creamy and cheese fettuccine with Alfredo sauce for only $3.99. This value-packed meal includes signature garlic breadsticks, which are unlimited when you dine in. Don't miss out on big flavor at a small price with their perfectly portioned $3.99 pastas for a limited time only. Only at Fazoli's. Limited time only. Price of participation may vary by location. Unlimited breadsticks, dine in only.
Welcome back, folks. Commodore Field, 28 seconds before half. Bell County 36, Perry Central 8. Commodore set to receive the kickoff, and if I'm not mistaken, they'll get the ball back to start the third quarter.
Yeah.
Perry Central's last offensive possession, a whole lot more efficient. Got the ball in the end zone on a Chancey Hurley touchdown run, and I don't know that they've got time for another one of those kind of drives, Coach, but certainly
tough.
Moving forward in the third quarter, something to build off of.
Yeah, but it was encouraging to watch them move the football that drive.
Bell County back to kick it off. We'll kick it deep over towards the
another crazy hop
area of Nolan Rice. He fields it, fights forward, got a lot of room to run. He's got one man to beat. Nolan Rice kicks it outside. Knocked out of bounds with 18 seconds to go. Nolan Rice puts the Commodores in position to get points on the board, Coach.
He was a half step away from scoring there. That's a nice run.
Yeah, Nolan Rice, instant replay there, just knocked out of bounds. The ball appears to be around the 30-yard line, down the 29-yard line.
I think the Commodores have at least one. They're saying 3 timeouts on the board, but I think they've used one for sure.
I think it's 2. I think you're right. Parker Maggard breaks the huddle, takes the snap, looking, throws it in the flat to Keegan Cecil, fights forward to around the 20. Ball comes out. He's saying he is down. So they're going to mark him down at the 20-yard line. Timeout, Perry Central. Cecil still down on the field.
Looks like he may be cramping.
Yeah, that'll give us a chance to go ahead and take one more commercial break. 11 seconds. When we come back, we'll see if the Commodores can punch in the end zone right here on your East Kentucky Sports Network.
You don't need to drive all the way to Lexington for expert health care. You can get the primary care services you and your family need right here at the UK June Buchanan Medical Clinic in Hindman and the UK North Fork Valley Community Health Center in Hazard. Our providers offer affordable, comprehensive care regardless of income or ability to pay. All backed by UK Healthcare, Kentucky's #1 hospital. To learn more or schedule an appointment, visit ukhealthcare.com/trust.
The Fugit Family Chiropractic staff is highly knowledgeable and experienced, providing you with the leading-edge technology and proven techniques for optimum pain relief and minimal recovery time. If you suffer from neck or lower back pain, headaches, herniated or bulging discs, or even degenerative disc disease, don't spend another minute suffering. Fugit Family Chiropractic is also nationally certified to perform DOT and CDL physicals. No referral is needed, and walk-ins are always welcome. Fugit Family Chiropractic in Hazard and Whitesburg.
Welcome back, folks. Commodore Field, 1st and 10 for the Commodores. Ball on the 19-yard line of Bell County. 11 seconds on the clock before halftime. Looking to get a late touchdown. Maggard takes the snap. He's going to hand it to Gibson. Spins, falls forward to around the 15-yard line. And Coach Dixon's going to take his final timeout.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, we'll keep it.
He was hoping, you're going to keep it here.
Yeah, we'll just keep it right here. Just a great moment in the game for Perry Central. The last drive before this one, very methodical, running the football. This time, thanks to a big kickoff return from Nolan Rice, sets them up to try to put some points on the board. But now I don't think there's any timeouts left. So look for Perry Central to take a shot at the end zone here.
Yeah, and I think Coach Dixon was hoping that maybe Gibson might just squirt through there and get into the secondary and maybe make a play. I know Cecil was cramping up out there and on that last play, and these guys are playing hard, and I must be playing hard because I'm cramping up a little bit in my left leg here. I played a good first half. I really feel like I have.
Have to get a trainer up here to work on us before this one's over.
I need to get some Gatorade or something in me for the second half, because now my left leg's wanting to cramp up.
It's going to be 2nd and 6.
I'm in good shape.
Oh, healthy. 2nd and 6 from the 15-yard line. Parker Maggard, 4 wide receiver set, 2 each way. Caden Haddix in the backfield. Maggard takes the snap. Looking.
Now get rid of him.
Still looking. Now he's trying to buy some time. Gets out the left, drop for a sack. No timeouts remaining, and that's going to bring the bring the first half to a close, folks. After one half of play, Bell County 36, Perry Central 8 here from Commodore Field. We'll send it back to the station for commercial break. When we come back, we'll have some halftime analysis for you and try to track down Perry Central Athletic Director Harold Brashear, get a word with him. We appreciate you folks tuning in. Back in just a moment right here on your East Kentucky Sports Network.
Are you a caregiver of an adult age 21 or over with physical or mental disabilities? LKLP Compassionate Hearts Adult Day Health Care is a source of support for individuals and families in need of supervised care Monday through Friday, providing professional, social, health, and recreation services in a safe and supervised environment. Compassionate Hearts offers caregivers an alternative to nursing home care for their loved ones. Accepting new clients now. Call 606-436-8700 or visit lklp.org to set up a visit.
Your hometown's where you want to raise your family.
For Tanner Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, here's Daryl Billings.
0% financing for up to 72 months. Huge rebates, great trade-in allowances, and accommodating friendly service is what we're all about at Tanner Dodge in Stanton. We'll go the extra mile to get you the best deal possible and make your buying experience positive. Over 83% of the people we have sold to in the past few years have returned to buy from us again. Come see why. You'll be glad you did.
Come home to save Tanner Dodge Chrysler Jeep.
What's in a name anyway? Well, our answer is everything. Because we're the store that puts our promise to you right in our name. Save-A-Lot Food Stores. Now, Save-A-Lot isn't just a name we pick for ourselves. It's a name we've earned by bringing you only the best grocery items, freshest produce, and quality meat available at the best possible value every day. That's Save-A-Lot.
Save money at your local Save-A-Lot store in Hazard and in Hayden.
Since 1919, Mine Service Company has been servicing the coal mining industry with quality general mine supplies. Mine Service offers a wide variety of products, including electrical cable, mine roof support material, lubricants, conveyor belts, drain pipe, underground miner cap lights, quality boots, knee pads, bottled drinking water, and much, much more. Locally owned with locations on Highway 15 South in Hazard, in Wise, Virginia, and their hydraulic hose division on Willie's Way across from Applebee's in Hazard. Mine Service Company.
Welcome back, folks. Commodore Field. We are at halftime of tonight's game between Bell County and Perry County Central. Jeff Campbell and Randy Napier, coach. A lot of action in that first half, and Bell County just a high-quality football team. But the Commodores, like we said, they're playing tough. It's not one of these instances where they're just rolling over and playing dead. Bell County's making some good plays, and the Commodores fighting hard for everything they're getting tonight.
They are. I know the score doesn't reflect it, but they've really played a lot better in this first half than they did last week. They finally got the offense going, made a couple of plays, and sustained a drive. They got a couple of good drives last week and stalled out down around the 10-yard line. Tonight they look better moving the football, and they look like and this is a young football team, and that's not making excuses for them. That's just the truth. And they've got to grow up, and they've got to fight through some of these things and get to a point where they can win some football games, and they're going to. They're going to.
Oh yeah, I agree, and I think it's all part of that growth process. I mean, I don't care what sport it is. It's harder for a younger team to beat a much more veteran team, but probably more so in football just because of the sheer strength and physicality of the game.
Yeah, you and I have talked about that. In basketball, baseball, in other sports, you can survive if the other team is physically stronger. In football, you can't. When the other team is just more mature and physically stronger, it's almost inevitable. They're going to win the battles, the personal battles up front, and that's what Bell County does. Their offensive line is really strong. Their defensive line is really good.
Yeah, they've caused Perry Central some problems. Just like you said, just disrupting plays. Obviously, you had the pick six, the turnover, the interception by the Commodores in that first quarter. But they've blown up some plays in the backfield. Some of those run plays for Perry Central, stopped for no gain or even a loss. And that's another sign of a Dudley Hilton coach team. He's going to be aggressive. Yeah. He's going to send some guys. But
I'll say, I saw some things out there out of the Perry Central offense. Some of those plays that ended up in no gain or a loss of 2, they're gonna get through to the second layer of the defense against some of these teams, and all of a sudden Caden Gibson's gonna turn that speed on, and they're gonna get some big plays out of him. But Bell County is just so blasted good that it's hard to get that done.
Yeah,
Jeff got a score in. Letcher Central is rolling at halftime, up 43-0 over Leslie County.
Yeah, Letcher County. A lot of the folks in Whitesburg, really hoping for another special year for the Cougars. They got to the second round of the playoffs last year before being eliminated by Boyle County, and but a good season last year. Another good season, it appears thus far for Letcher County Central.
Yeah, they look like they're gonna put together another strong season. We're trying to get some info on the Whitley County Hazard game. That should be a good one. Haven't heard anything about that one yet, but this ball game here, there's encouraging signs for Perry Central. They're doing some things right, and they're going to win some football games, and they're improving. They're improving, and they got like I said, they got 15, 16-year-old kids that are out there just fighting so hard, trying to make things happen, and they're staying together, and that's what you want out of your team. They're just they're sticking together out there, and we're looking here. Coach Shannon Hoskins and several of the Commodore fans down there in the end zone in the tailgate area. Looks like they're having a good evening and enjoying the atmosphere. A lot of the Prairie Central people, they enjoy the parking lot atmosphere out there.
Absolutely, why not? 8 minutes to go here before halftime. We'll go ahead and send it back to the station for another commercial break. When we come back, we'll be joined by Perry Central Athletic Director, Mr. Harold Brashear, back after this break right here on your East Kentucky Sports Network.
Big news from Hazard ARH. Our urology team is growing, which means shorter wait times and faster care for you. Our expert urologists diagnose and treat everything from urinary incontinence and bladder cancer to kidney disease, erectile dysfunction, and vasectomies. With more specialists on board, we offer a full range of surgical and non-surgical treatments. Plus, no referral is required. That's right. You can schedule you at Hazard ARH Urology by calling 606-487-7510. ARH, more for Appalachia.
My name is Emily, and I'm from Laurel County. When I was searching for a college, I wanted to find a place that felt like home and where I could make a difference. The moment I stepped on Alice Lloyd's campus, I knew this was where I belonged. There's a sense of community here and a focus on serving others that you can't find at other colleges. For me, it wasn't just about continuing education. It was about being a part of something bigger. Apply now to find your home at alc.edu.
Hey, that was my friend Logan's soccer coach. Why'd you honk and wave at her?
Because she's also our Kentucky Farm Bureau insurance agent. She's the one who helped us get our house fixed after that big storm last year.
Well, that explains the name of their team.
Which is?
The Storm.
Of course.
Kentucky Farm Bureau. Big on commitment.
Visit or call Janet Smith, Kentucky Farm Bureau Agency Manager, or agents Major Gabbard and Chase Smith.
For over 100 years, you've known us as People's Bank and Trust Company. Now, we're stepping into the future as PBT Bank Corp. partnering for a better tomorrow. It's a new look with the same commitment to you and our communities. Same values, fresh identity, exciting future. Thank you for being a part of our journey, past, present, and future. PBT Bancorp, your trusted partner today and tomorrow.
Welcome back, folks, to Commodore Field here at Perry County Central High School. You're joined by the athletic director of Perry County Central High School, Mr. Harold Brashear. Harold, first of all, great interview earlier. Glad we were able to get Coach Dixon on before the game. That's always a good thing, folks. Harold, you all know him. He's broadcast many games here on WSGS. He spent a better part of his life being involved in high school athletics, and now as the AD of Perry County Central, it's a pretty good feeling.
It is. People talk about getting to have their dream job, and, be an athletic director. That's kind of a dream job for me. It's a lot of work, but I tell you, you get to stay in contact with these kids, and you get to still kind of make a difference in their lives, and I get to watch a lot of sports. Watched a couple soccer games last night, football tonight. Going back over tomorrow, our boys are in the 2A Section 8. Is it Section 8?
Section 8, yep.
Section 8 championship tomorrow against Johnson Central. Anybody listening wants to come out to the soccer game tomorrow, I'm sure those kids would appreciate it. And Jeff, you were at the soccer game last night, so
Well, you get to see a lot, and we like to be involved and support these kids, and that's one of the things I like about doing radio is you get to see a lot of different teams, a lot of different coaches, a lot of different kids, and sort of catch up and stay involved, and congratulate them when they win, sort of goad them a little bit sometimes when they lose, but it's fun. But now when you take a look at athletic director and doing this and setting up for a football game has to be one of the more difficult things that you have to do on a Friday afternoon.
Well, it is, but I tell you what, it's a real. Here at Perry Central, it's a real team effort. I tell you, I've got a lot of guys that don't get enough credit. Jeremy Turner, he's out here at 8 o'clock in the morning on Fridays getting things ready. He blows the field off, fluffs it, did a tremendous amount of stuff today because I still got a day job as far as doing technology, and we've got a testing window coming up. So I didn't get over here as much today as I normally do. But Jeremy does a great job. I got guys like Bobby Ratliff, Timmy Neese, Mark Fannin, all these guys just I'm leaving a lot of people out, but there's a lot of moving pieces to a Friday night football game for sure.
It's almost like a sense of relief in a way. When it kicks off, you see the crowd coming in, and so many people on the radio, so many people I talk, what a special time it is for football here at Perry Central. I still call it a new facility. It's getting a little age on it now, but it's still it's unique, it's quaint, and it's like I said on the radio tonight. When you get over behind East Perry, it's almost like you got the world to yourself. It's your own playground, a great place to watch football and soccer, and this kind of facility, I think, really gives your kids a chance, to be competitive. They got a place to practice. They got a locker room. They've got their own little piece of what they need to be successful.
Absolutely, and we've got some future plans to do a few more things. But I tell you, as far as a football facility, good place to watch football. We have our softball field behind us. Great softball field. The soccer field. You look out here. And, you got the backdrop of the mountains and the trees around us. And it's, like you said, Jeff, it's a unique place. And, we're fortunate to have it. And, it is getting a little age on it, but it's still a nice-looking field. And, we host a lot of events here. A lot goes on here. And I tell you, it's Friday nights are a unique experience. And we're looking at some things to even make it a little better here down the road. Once I get my feet under me a little bit, Coach Napier says you can't see them, but, Harold still has his training wheels on. And to a certain extent, man, I'm learning something every day. But like I said, I got a lot of people around me. You do a lot of graphics for all the sports. And, it's a team effort and kind of a family vibe. And we all try to help each other. And it makes it makes it go round a little bit, so they say.
And I agree, and I think one of the things that makes it, even more special is, I teach at the high school. You work at the high school. Your office is at the high school. You work everywhere. Coach Napier works at the high school, and it gives you a chance to interact with these kids. And they're wearing their jerseys to school on Fridays, and you get a chance to shake their hands, pat them on the back, and wish them good luck because they're out there representing themselves, but they're also representing their school and their community, and that may not mean a lot to them right now, but as they get older and get our age, they'll appreciate that.
And these kids right here, and I know a lot of people. You look at this score and it's kind of lopsided tonight, but Jeff, you got to keep in mind we're playing with a bunch of freshmen and sophomores out there.
It is,
and we're really building towards the future. And Bell County, they're going to be playing in the semifinals, finals of the state championships this year. And our guys are young, but I tell you what, you won't find any quit in them. You won't find any back down in them. And they're going to win some ball games. They're going to win some games this year that nobody expects.
I agree, and it's part of that learning process. You gotta learn, and you gotta compete, and it's what I said in the pregame. Coach Dixon's got to go out and play a team like this just to get ready for his district, just to get ready for Letcher Central and Corbin and Whitley County, and then whatever hand you're dealt in the playoffs. The last couple of years it's been Boyle County, and
they're pretty good.
They're not bad. I don't know if there's much of an answer for that, but if you don't test yourself and improve, and you're going to take some losses, but I think you get more out of playing a game like this, even with a loss. If it ends up being a loss, than you would just beating the brakes off somebody.
Absolutely, and I know you guys are getting ready to go back about 2 minutes here. But the last thing I want to say to everybody from SGS who's listening, Robbie is on probation. I made an executive decision before the game, and he looked at me and said, well, it's okay with you, but is it okay with Bob Dixon? I said, Bob Dixon's not calling the shots anymore, Rob. But Bob, hate to see Bob retire. And I tell you, I sure miss being around you guys at WSGS and doing the games. Did that for quite a few years, and that helped me stay in contact, and I miss it. But, like I said, I'm kind of living my dream job right now, so can't complain at all.
Well, I'm sure there'll be a time where there'll be an opportunity. If you want to put the headsets on, we'll sure find a room for you, folks. That's Harold Brashear, the Perry Central Athletic Director. Harold, thanks for joining us.
Thank you guys for all you do for our kids.
We'll send it back for one commercial break. When we come back, kick off the third quarter between Perry Central and Bell County right here on your East Kentucky Sports Network.
Sometimes the world can be a scary place. When it comes to legal matters, most times it's hard to tell which way to turn. Trust the law office of David A. Johnson. Have you been injured? Car, coal truck, motorcycle accident, wrongful death, insurance companies not willing to pay? David A. Johnson, Justin Noble, and Michael Johnson will fight for you. Located at 461 Main in Hazard, the best choice. Call 435-1552. Visit online at davidajohnsonlaw.com or on Facebook. This is an advertisement.
Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance Incorporated, Little Flower Clinic, East Kentucky Chiropractic, and Quantum Healthcare. We want to be your medical home of the mountains, offering medical, dental, pediatrics, chiropractic, behavioral health, women's health, rheumatology, x-ray, lab, transportation, case management, sliding fee scale, and 340B drug pricing. Little Flower Clinic, 279 East Main Street, open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. until 5 p.m., 487-9505. And Quantum Healthcare, open 7 days a week from 7 a.m. until 11 p.m., 436-0711. Or visit our webpage, kymha.com.
Kimber Furniture's Labor Day sale is finally here. The best deals of the year during our biggest sale of the year. Incredible savings store-wide. Up to 1 year interest-free, and we pay your sales tax, or up to 2 years interest-free. All rugs, lamps, and accessories are 25% off. Candleberry candles are buy two, get one free. Free memory foam pillow with any mattress purchase. The Labor Day sale only at Kimber's in Hazard. Kimber's, we know furniture.
Time out for great food. This season, everyone is stopping at Double Quick for their pregame and postgame snacks, drinks, sandwiches, and dinners. Come on in and grab a bucket of Double Quick chicken with all the sides, a real family meal for on-the-go eating. Then there's everyone's favorite, the famous Double Quick pizza rolls. Buy them 1, 2, or 6 at a time. We've got sandwiches galore, your favorite drinks, chips, and snacks, and so much more. Be sure and use your Double Quick rewards card, and good luck to all the teams from the team here at Double Quick.
Welcome back, folks. Commodore Field set to begin the third quarter of play. Jeff Campbell and Randy Napier bringing you all the action here on the East Kentucky Sports Network. Bell County leads this one 36-8. Commodores to receive the second half kickoff and see if they can build on some of that positive momentum they had in the second quarter.
Yeah, they got to feel better about themselves, and you know, when you're young and you're struggling against some of these older teams, any little thing can really help you turn the corner.
Kickoff. It's one of the upbacks for Perry Central, number 11, Caden Haddix. He jumps on it, recovers it. So the Perry Central Commodores will take over 1st and 10 from around their own 40-yard line. They're going to mark it on the 38. Score from Hazard. They are leading 28-0 at the half over Whitley County. Bulldogs off to a solid start this year. 28-0. So Parker Maggard back. Out at quarterback for the Commodores in the gun, looking to throw. Throws it, picked off.
Pick six.
That's going to be a pick six. Joseph Brigman jumped the route.
Yeah, and he just
Brigman absolutely read that one like a book. Intercepts it, the 38-yard interception returned for a touchdown. That's Bell County's second interception return for a touchdown tonight.
Good defense there. And, you know, you had the receiver out there in the open. Looked good. He looked pretty good. Looked like he was going to be able to make a play, and then all of a sudden that defender just closed.
Brigman's a big kid. I mean, he is, listed 6'7", 210 pounds.
Yeah, and can run.
And has got some speed, and now that makes the score 42-8. Bell County going for 2.
These the local schools, all of the games appear to be wide margins. Hazard up 28-0. Letcher up 43-0. Perry unfortunately down now 42-8. There's not a lot of close ball games out there tonight, Jeff.
No, there's not. A lot of wide margins of victories. The Commodores defense stops the 2-point conversion. And, 42-8, 11:51 to go in the ball game. And, this one's in jeopardy of a running clock. And Perry Central will have their second offensive possession in the second half in less than 10 seconds. So,
yeah,
2 interceptions returned for a touchdown tonight. And that one was just a tremendous individual effort by the cornerback for Bell County, Joseph Brigman.
That was just a heck of a play on his part, just plain and simple. And I'll say it again, Jeff. There's better times ahead for this young Perry Central team.
Yeah,
this same group of kids, when they were in the 7th grade, I watched them, and when they were middle schoolers, they struggled then too. Then all of a sudden, in their 8th grade year, they were in the state finals, and they're a talented group, but they're just young. They got to be patient.
Ball in the air. Nolan Rice fields it, trying to try something down that left side again. Tripped up again at the 37, 38-yard line. Commodores will take over 1st and 10. And that was one of the things that Harold mentioned, when we were talking to him at halftime, is that, this team's young. He's a bunch of freshmen, bunch of sophomores, brighter days ahead, and when you take a look at this Perry Central team, the wins and losses may not be shown on the scoreboard. It's going to be somebody getting stronger, somebody getting faster, somebody picking up a block, somebody doing the little things that it takes to win a football game.
Growing into their body a little.
That's right. Maggard in the gun, takes a snap. He's going to hand it to Hurley, breaks through the middle falls
nice
forward.
Run there, Hurley.
Gain of 7 for Chancey Hurley. He's got his hand taped up. He left the game in the second quarter. Got that left hand heavily taped, but a nice 7-yard gain for Chancey Hurley.
He's showing some toughness out there right now.
4 wide receiver set. Maggard with a snap. Tries to hit Hurley in the flat. Gets him. Brigman comes up, tries to tackle him. Hurley fights forward. The gain is going to be good for a Perry Central first down. Gain of 11 on the play.
Nice run.
Hurley absorbed some contact right there. Brigman tried to lay one on him, but Hurley took it like a champ. Stayed on his feet, fell forward.
He sure did.
1st and 10 Commodores as they cross midfield. Ball on the Bell County 44-yard line. 11 minutes to go in the third quarter. Maggard out to Gibson, trying to make some room. Cuts it back, tries to bounce it outside, falls forward. Another 10-yard gain, first down Commodores.
And I'm encouraged by these plays that they're running like this. That's where they got to get that ball to Gibson out there, where he is not having to beat all kinds of inside traffic. He's not having to beat big defensive linemen. He's not having to beat big, strong linebackers. He's getting out there to where he can make plays.
Hand off to Hurley up the middle. Gain of about 3 on the play. And that last set right there, Coach, they've got Gibson lined up in the slot.
Yeah.
And he can do a lot of things in that slot. He can curl out in the flat, a shallow slant.
Yeah, man. I like seeing him out there.
You get him on a slower defender, a crossing route, drag him all the way across the field.
And, he's not the biggest kid in the world, but he's strong and he's has amazing speed.
And he is tough as nails.
Yes, he is. And if they can get him out there on some one-on-one situations, he's going to win battles.
Maggard in the gun, looking to throw. Throws it over the middle to Miller. Josh Miller, nice reception, spins forward. Another first down for the Commodores. This one a gain of about 14 yards on the play. Brings up 1st and 10 from the 15-yard line for the Commodores. And that's another young man that's got a very bright future ahead of him, number 33, Josh Miller.
Yes, he does. He's a big, strong kid and can play.
Maggard, this time he's going to hand it off to the running back in the backfield. I believe that was number 22, Keegan Cecil, who came in to relieve Hurley.
And he got popped.
He sure did. Held on to the ball, loses 2, brings up 2nd and 12. Hurley comes back in for Cecil. 2nd and 11. Gave him a little forward progress. Ball on the 16-yard line. 9:45 to go in the third quarter. 42-8. Bell County on top. Maggard look to throw. Hits it out in the flat. It's going to be Jaron Fugit on the reception. Hit immediately. Falls forward for a gain of 3. It's going to bring up 3rd and 9.
Knocking on the door down there again. They're inside the 15-yard line, and they're moving the football.
Same set for the Commodores. 4 wide receivers, 2 each way. For Maggard. Takes a snap. Feels some pressure. Tries to step forward. We dropped for a sack. Only a loss of about 1 on the play. And, good coverage by the Bell County secondary and that defensive line stepping up to put pressure on Parker Maggard.
Yeah, they collapsed in a hurry.
We'll bring up 4th and 10 from the 16-yard line. Fourth and 9, 8:30 in the third quarter remaining. Big 4th down play for the Commodores. Maggard in the gun, feels some pressure, steps up, looking to get rid of it. He's going to tuck it.
No, couldn't get there.
Couldn't hardly pick it up. He gained 4 or 5 on the play, but it's not going to be enough. As the Commodores turn it over on downs, Bell County will take over with 8:15 remaining in the third quarter and leading 42-8.
That was a good defensive stand by the Bobcats. I mean, they showed what they're made of right there. When Perry Central got down there inside the 20, they just stiffened up and they said, "No, that's enough of that."
Bell County takes over on their own 11-yard line. Ball appears to be between the 10 and 11, so we'll call it the 11. 1st and 10. Blake Burnett, the quarterback for Bell County, breaks the huddle. His running back, Caleb Miller, behind him. Both those young men, a big night tonight. Burnett takes the snap, hands to Miller. He's hit by another Miller, Josh Miller, tackled immediately, no gain on the play. Josh Miller read that one very, very well. He was not fooled by the running back, the very talented Caleb Miller. And that's a good tackle, a freshman on a senior. I mean, that's just
yes, it is.
I'm going to say he gained a yard.
And the Miller brothers are going to be household names at Perry Central because now they're both freshmen. They're going to be they're just going to be good football players.
Burnett under center, wishbone formation for Bell County. Hands it to the fullback. This time it's going to be number 21, Gary Sturgill. No gain. Good job by the other Miller, Caleb Miller. Nose tackle for the Commodores. Getting in on that one. Caleb Miller, Bryce Eldridge, and Sawyer Jones, the front three in that 3-4 defense for the Commodores. 3rd and 8. Burnett. Option to the right. Tosses to Miller. Got room to run.
Yeah,
makes one man miss. There's a flag in the backfield. Miller goes down around the 45-yard line. A couple flags on the play, and it looks like this one may come back. That's a thing with that option. You know, Miller, he's been pounding it between the tackles, and all of a sudden you got a very capable runner in the quarterback, Blake Burnett, and you got to keep him honest. He tosses to Miller, and he had room to run.
Yeah. Offense number 4.
Yeah, that,
10-yard penalty.
I was going to say that hold very, very, very well may have been what sprung him there.
Yeah, he was a lot of room to run, but the 10-yard penalty is going to back Bell County up even further. Make it 3rd and about 15 from the 8-yard line. Now they're going to say the 7-yard line. Close enough. 6:43 to go in the third quarter. 42-8. Bell County on top. The big receiver, Joseph Brigman, checking back in for the Bobcats. You got to think on 3rd and long, he may be Burnett's favorite target.
Wouldn't doubt it a bit.
Burnett under center, fakes it. Brigman's going deep. Now he comes back and overthrew him. Good coverage by Nolan Rice, the cornerback for Perry County Central, and that's going to bring up 4th and 13. And for the first time tonight, we see the Bell County punting unit.
Yeah, and as big as Brigman is, it's hard to overthrow him.
Yeah. Got a little pressure from Bryce Eldridge and a couple of those Commodore defenders. And I think Burnett had to get rid of it a split second sooner than he wanted to. Force the incompletion. 4th down. 6:37 to go. Clock stopped. So Bell County with the punt team on. Ball is in the air. Not a very good kick. It's going to be fair caught by the Commodores on the Bell County 35-yard line. So the Commodores with good field position, taking over 1st and 10. And
I thought Gibson may try to catch that one on the run and split defenders there, but he probably made a wise decision because they're going to get the ball in really good shape right there on the 35-yard line.
1st and 10, Commodores. Now we're going to have some kind of stoppage of play for some reason, but sideline warning. Who was on? Was it on Perry Central?
In the words of Harold Mullins, that's 30 seconds of our lives that we can't get back.
1st and 10, Commodore, 6:32 to go here in the third quarter. Maggard in the backfield with Cecil. Maggard looking to throw, gets it out to Miller in the flats. He's hit, gets off one tackle, hit again, falls forward, keeps fighting for yardage inside the 30, and that is all effort by Josh Miller for a gain of 6-7 yards.
Yeah, nice run by the big guy there.
Yeah, and he was hit almost as soon as he caught that, able to shed one tackle and then fight through a couple more. Brings up 2nd and 4. Second and 4 for the Commodores. 6:15 on a moving clock. Maggard takes the snap. Toss sweep to Gibson towards the boundary side. Fights forward, pushed out of bounds. Be close to a first down depending on the spot.
Yeah, used that quickness there to get, they was defenders everywhere, but he used that quickness to get to the edge.
Say 3rd and just short, but I really like that toss sweep to the short side of the field because you're not really expecting it, and his speed and quickness, he can get there, and sometimes if the defense over pursues, we've seen him just cut that back and keep right on going.
Yeah, he don't have to have a whole lot of space.
So bring up 3rd and 1 for the Commodores. 6 minutes even to go in the third quarter. 42-8. Bell County on top. Maggard in the gun. He's going to run it himself. Falls forward.
Parker leaning forward, and looks like he's got the first down. That's a play by the sophomore.
That's a tough play to defend, and Parker Maggard just lowers his head, falls forward. It's almost like a quarterback sneak from the shotgun position, but he follows the lead block of that running back.
Jeff, we haven't talked about Parker all that much tonight, but he's another kid. He's growing into this position. He's a sophomore. He had a great career in middle school, leading his team to the state championship game. He's very talented. He just and he can really throw the football, but he's got to have time to do it. And the Perry Central line is growing as we speak, and hopefully they'll get to the point where they can give him time to use that arm.
Yeah, didn't have a whole lot of time on that one. Sacked for a 6-yard loss. Yeah. Brings up 2nd and 16. In the gun, Maggard looking left. Steps up in the pocket. He's going to run it. Falls forward across the 25 down to the 24-yard line.
So he got the yards lost. He got those back.
Bring up 3rd and 10 now for the Commodores. But you're right. He does have he throws a real pretty ball. He's got to have some time, and he's hit, for the most part, hit his receivers in stride. A couple of interceptions tonight. But, both of those were, just great plays by the defense. I mean,
they sure were.
Yeah. Maggard looks out to the right side. And there's going to be a face mask. Gibson catches it, goes down, and taken down by the face mask. It's going to be against Joseph Brigman.
Yeah, look at that at the instant replay here. Oh yeah, man, woo! He got him good there. I don't think it nothing intentional, but he came in and when Gibson tried to get outside of him, he got all of his face.
Defense, number 2, at the distance, first down.
Caden Gibson listed on the roster at 5'8". Joseph Brigman on the roster listed as 6'7". So
he's only a foot taller.
3rd and they say still says 3rd and 11. Now 1st and 10 from the 11. Chancey Hurley hops over defender, fights forward, hops over another defender.
Yeah.
Keeps moving forward, and that's a big gain of about 4 or 5 yards for Hurley.
He fought through there. That was a tough run.
Another good run by Chance Hurley. He's had a good day in the backfield for the Commodores. The clock winds just past the 4-minute mark. 42-8, your score. Bell County well in control. The Commodores knocking on the door. 2nd and 5. Inside the 10. Another handoff to Hurley. This time he's hitting Corral in the backfield. Goes down.
Too many Bobcats in the backfield that time.
Yeah, it's a good defensive effort by that Bobcat defensive line to get back there and corral Hurley. Bring up 3rd and 7. Commodores can get a first down. They can get to the inside the 2-yard line. Hurley, Maggard in the backfield. 4 wide receiver set. Maggard looking to throw. Feels some pressure. Tries to run. And he goes down for a loss of about 3 on the play. Again, not a whole lot of time for Parker Maggard, and that's going to bring up 4th and about 11 for the Commodores.
Yeah, they kind of pinned their ears back there and came after him.
You almost have to the success that they've had. A couple sacks by this Bell County defense. Like you said, Coach, when they're bringing that pressure, you almost have to think that it's going to be another opportunity for them to bring some pressure. But if the Commodores can pick it up and give Maggard just a split second, he may be able to find somebody in that end zone.
Yeah, he's got to get that ball out quick, though.
Maggard, this time a bad snap. He drops it. He's going to have to get rid of it. Rolling out to his right, throws it deep in the back of the end zone. It's going to be incomplete. A little too high for his intended receiver, Jackson Collins. A turnover on downs. Gives it back to Bell County with 2:19 to go here in the 3rd quarter.
That's I think that's maybe, is that the first bad snap of the night?
Really, I think it's the first bad snap in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah. I think that's another sophomore in there that's learning to make big plays. Landon Turner, I think, is
Landon Turner is the center,
Prairie Central center, and he's another kid he's worked.
Oh, he has worked
really, really, really hard at being a football player, and he's turned into a good one and he's got a great future ahead of him.
So much upside for a lot of these young kids.
And like you said, it's not showing up yet in wins and losses, but it's going to.
Burnett takes it and hands it off to the fullback, Bryce Eldridge, and Caleb Miller in on the tackle. I'll be anxious to check the official stats from this one. Caleb Miller, the nose guard, the nose tackle for Perry Central. A big game for him tonight. We've called his name and number a lot.
Caleb will get after you.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 for Bell County.
Caleb's another guy. He's playing both sides of the football a lot, too.
Burnett under center. This time he's going to drop, looks to throw. His quick slant to Brigman. He's dropped, but will be close to a first down. He does get a first down, gets across the 25-yard line, so a 12-yard gain from Blake Burnett to Joseph Brigman.
He run that slant, and he's such a big target. You don't have to hit him perfect, but that was a nice throw. But still, he once he gets inside of you like that, he's hard to handle.
Bryce Eldridge, the defensive tackle, back to be in on that tackle. 1:15 to go here in the 3rd. Burnett, it'll be a false start. A lot of movement on the right side of that Bell County offensive line. So that'll back the Bobcats up 5 yards, 1st and 15.
Big first down.
Jeff, if you take away both teams have had a couple of 2 or 3, in fact, face mask penalties. But other than that, it's been a clean football game. I mean, there's been some minor penalties, but other than those face masks, which are unintentional, it's really been a good, clean football game.
Yeah, it has. Both these teams playing hard. It's what you expect with 2 quality coaches like Coach Hilton and Coach Dixon. Burnett this time on the pass. Hits his receiver on a little stop route on the sideline, Nathaniel Saylor. Gets a lot of those yards back. Won't be good for a first down. It'll bring up 2nd about 7 for Bell County. And that was another pretty pass from Burnett.
It was.
Last week, only 10 pass attempts for the senior. This week, a lot more than 10. Coach Hilton really letting him air it out.
Yeah, and he's been accurate, I tell you. I'll be anxious to see what his stats for the game are.
Takes the snap. This time he's going to hand it off to his fullback. Fights forward. Gain of about 1-2 yards on the carry. Brings up 3rd and 4 as the clock winds inside of a minute here in the third quarter. 45 seconds to go. Big defensive possession once again for the Commodores. We've said that quite a bit tonight. Bell County just content to take their time in the huddle.
Yeah, there's no rush at all. And that, the time is, the clock is an ally for them.
Let this play clock run down. Burnett under center, wishbone up formation. Time he hands it to Miller, hit in the backfield and dropped for no gain. Good defense by the Commodores.
Jeff, that'll be the end of the third quarter, and the Commodores have held their own again this quarter.
And yes, indeed, Coach, that brings the third quarter to a close. Bell County 42, Perry Central 8. We'll step away for a quick commercial break right here on the East Kentucky Sports Network.
At Hazard Community and Technical College, we believe every student can succeed, and we built the resources to make it happen. Our Success Zone offers tutoring, career advising, and peer mentors who are current students themselves. Whether you need help in class, guidance for your career, or just someone to cheer you on, we're here for you every step of the way. Choose HCTC. Your future starts here. Call today at 606-487-3293.
East Kentucky Carpet One has been serving Eastern Kentucky for more than 45 years, and we are proud to say that we are still here with the same quality family-owned business. We have experience in commercial and residential properties with a fully stocked warehouse. We also have access to luxury vinyl waterproof flooring, tile, carpet, and much more. Professional installation is also available. Stop by East Kentucky Carpet at 204 Willie's Way or give us a call at 606-439-3858. East Kentucky Carpet One.
Welcome back, everyone. Commodore Field, fourth and final quarter of play. Bell County 42, Perry Central 8. And, the score's not going to show it, Coach, but these Commodores have really, really fought hard tonight. And I have seen a big improvement from last week to this week.
Yeah, I agree with you, Jeff. They are understanding that it's going to be a tough climb to the top, but it looks like they're committed to getting there. And this is a good group of kids. Good group of freshmen, sophomores, sprinkled in with a few older guys who are showing some toughness as well, and it's just sometimes it's tough to get there.
It is, yeah. It's no easy road, and a lot of these upperclassmen, Tyson Riley, Nolan Rice, those guys having good seasons out there fighting hard. Is to have the toss sweep to Nathaniel Saylor, gets around the left side. And that's going to be good enough for a Bell County first down. Tough run from Saylor off that left side. So 1st and 10, Bell County on their own 45-yard line. That was a good, tough run. I think everybody was sort of keying on the running back for Bell County, Caleb Miller, in that situation, but Saylor showing great effort.
Yeah, it was.
Burnett under center. Takes a snap, hands it to Miller, cuts back, makes a man miss, and he's going to the house. At the 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Caleb Miller, impressive run right in the hole. He made that cutback move, and when he did, he was gone.
Yeah, He broke that one tackle, and like I said, he made that cutback move, and there was just nobody else. There was nobody left.
And that's one of the ones, I'm not saying the Commodores were there. I think if they're there, they make the tackle. But, he showed great, individual effort in that cutback, making a couple of those guys miss. And when you're able to do that, you're going to get a good look at that end zone. And Caleb Miller takes it 50-plus yards to the house.
Yeah, that was just a nice run. Seeing a lot of the Commodore players that are playing on both sides of the football, Josh Miller, Caleb Miller, just to name a couple, but they got a lot of guys that are playing on both sides of the football. They're cramping up a little bit. They're just having, it takes its toll on you. It's hard to play. It's hard to play both ways in high school football.
48-8 the score. Bell County will once again go for two. Burnett under center. Hands it off to the tailback. It's Saylor. Gets it in the end zone for the 2-point conversion. That makes your score 50-8. Bell County over Perry Central. We'll send it back to the station. Thank our sponsors real quickly back on the East Kentucky Sports Network.
Hi, folks. I'm Dr. Van Breeding. At Mountain Comprehensive Health Corporation, our providers are dedicated to your health and well-being. That's why we encourage preventive visits. But there are situations that could require a local hospital stay or some recovery time in a nursing home. At MCAC, we have medical privileges at the ARH Hospital in Whitesburg and at local nursing homes, so you can rest assured that your provider will be with you on your way back to recovery. It's just another way MCAC is providing better health for a longer life.
First Trust Bank has partnered with Zelle, so you can skip the trip to the ATM and send funds directly to friends and family from your First Trust Bank app. Zelle is available in financial institutions across the country, creating a network of trusted partnerships that allow money to move quickly and securely. Whether you need to split the rent or last night's dinner, do it with ease and confidence using Zelle. Creating partnerships that make local banking easier is another reason you can look to us first for a bank you can trust. First Trust Bank, member FDIC.
Welcome back, folks. Running clock now on the Commodores. 50-8, Bell County on top. 9:30 and a running clock, Coach. And the Commodores just they got to keep hanging in there.
Yeah.
And we mentioned a lot of these kids. These kids out here for Perry Central, they love football.
They do.
You see them in the hallway and they're talking about it, and hope springs eternal. They're working to get better, and I think that. They all know that those brighter days are ahead of them as the kick from Bell County, goes out of bounds. So the infraction will give the ball to Perry Central.
But you're right. They're going to be a good football team. They're going through a tough stretch right now, and they've got to stay together. And I'm sure their coaches are telling them that too. Guys, they'll
kick
be
out of bounds at the 37, where the Commodores will take over 1st and 10.
There'll be brighter days.
Commodores travel to Salyer'sville next Friday night to take on McGoffin County. Coach Napier and I will be on the call for that one. Certainly hope you folks tune us in. Aaron Johnson in at quarterback now for Perry Central. Throws it out in the flat over the head of Gibson. Incomplete pass brings up 2nd and 10.
That's the kind of throw there. He needs to get it out in front of Gibson a little bit and not make him reach over his head to get it.
Second down and 10. 4 wide receiver set for Perry Central. Aaron Johnson, the quarterback. Caden Gibson flanked to his left. Johnson calls for the ball, gets it, hands it to Gibson. Up between the tackles, has some room to run, makes a guy miss across the 50, lowers his shoulder, falls forward. What a run by Caden Gibson, and just absolutely no quit in that kid.
Yeah, that's kind of runs we're used to seeing him make. He looks more like himself this week. He's making plays, and he looks like he's getting cranked up.
Aaron Johnson in the gun. Chancey Hurley now the running back beside of him. Johnson will follow the block of Hurley. Kicks it outside. He's got some speed. Shakes, baits, lowers his head, gets to the sticks.
Looks like a first down.
Nice run by AD to pick up the first down, and a good block by Chancey Hurley to spring him.
That right there's the thing that AD Johnson brings to the game. He can run the football. When when he sees that gap there, he got through there in a hurry and got to the outside.
1st and 10 for the Commodores. 6.5 minutes to go in the ball game. Johnson looking to throw. Tries to hit Cecil. Cecil tried to make the one-hand catch. Couldn't haul it in. Incomplete pass brings up 2nd and 10. Good effort by Cecil.
Yeah, it was.
A lot of folks still in the stands, which is a good sign to see, supporting these kids.
Yep.
Good crowd making the drive from Bell County. Johnson with a handoff to Hurley. Fights forward for a gain of 4. And that's what you expect to see from, a school the size of Perry Central and a home game. You expect to see a really good crowd. And then, a school like Bell County who just so steeped in tradition.
Yeah.
And, they always have a good following.
I was going to say they travel well. They brought a good crowd with them.
Johnson in the gun. Keegan Cecil, the running back beside of him. 4 wide receiver set. Johnson, toss sweep to Cecil. Makes a cut up the middle. Fights forward.
Nice run there.
Close to a first down. It will be a first down. Keegan Cecil, nice little cutback run. Picks up the first down. And Keegan Cecil was a kid who was injured most of last year as a freshman, just a sophomore. He's played a good game tonight.
Yeah, he has. He appears as if he's coming into his own.
Johnson looking to throw, throws over the middle, hits Gibson. Gibson's got his speed. He's outside. Dives forward.
Touchdown,
Caden Gibson. And that's what we talked about, lining him up in that slot, dragging him across the formation. Pretty pass from Aaron Johnson. And after that, it was all Caden Gibson, his speed and athleticism to get to that end zone.
Yeah, he just outrun the defender.
Now the Commodores will line up and go for 2. The score 50-14. 4 minutes to go in the ball game. Keegan Cecil, the running back beside of Aaron Johnson. Johnson, he's going to take it up the middle. He's stopped. Nice defense from the Bobcats. Keeps Johnson out of the end zone for the 2-point conversion.
Yeah, just couldn't quite get there.
We'll send it back to the station for another commercial break. 50-14, Bell County, 3:40 to go in the ball game. Back after this short break right here on your East Kentucky Sports Network.
Hey guys, Perry Vinyl Windows and Doors, let me tell you, if you're looking for mobile home parts, they have you covered. I've seen it myself personally. Windows, doors, any type of fitting, if you're looking for a mobile home part or a mobile home replacement part, they have it at Perry Vinyl Windows and Doors, and they have it at the right price. 606-435-7639. They're located in the old 84 Lumber Building in the Combs section of Hazard. Give Perry Vinyl Windows and Doors a call now.
At TVS, we've been working hard preparing for the future. Well, the future is now. TVS offers digital cable, digital phone service, high-speed internet, and a fiber optic infrastructure. We're a local company putting money back into our local economy while supporting our local schools and organizations. What about those other guys? You know, those big out-of-town companies. What have they done for you lately? Mountain people serving mountain people. TVS, 606-439-3167.
Welcome back. 2:30 to go in the ball game. Bell County 50, Perry Central 14. Coach, last week was last week. Not a lot you can do about it now, but I think this kind of offensive performance by Perry Central, if they could have had this last week, I think they had a chance to get the win.
Yeah, they would have. And they've just shown a lot of fight. That's what you want, and they've shown a lot of fight, and they've really so many positives against just a really good Bell County Bobcat football team.
Here's the kickoff fielded by Saylor of Bell County. He's hit and dropped on the 36-yard line. So it will be Bell County football. Clock under 2 minutes, 1:40 to go in the ball game. Now we'll see some backups in for the Bobcats. Looks like the quarterback will be number 10, Luke Thomas.
Yeah, looks like a lot of fresh faces out there.
Number 21, Gary Sturgill. Still some guys running on for Bell County. 1:10 to go in the ball game. As Luke Thomas breaks the huddle. I think it may be a delay of game. Bell County had a hard time getting everybody in, getting lined up, but it's what you expect to see. Coach Dudley Hilton trying to get those young kids in the game.
Those new faces.
So Thomas under center, wishbone formation, but Gary Sturgill, the fullback. Give it to the second man through. He's hit in the backfield and dropped. Great defense that time by Jace Lipford.
And that may be the last play of the game.
Daniel Conley out there for Perry Central. Jason Lipford, a kid who's not feeling well earlier today. A little under the weather. Toughing one out for his team, making a stop.
Yeah.
Try to get one more play in. I don't know if it's going to happen, folks. That's going to be your final score. Bell County 50, Perry County Central 14 as the clock strikes zeros and the score becomes final. And just a very, very impressive performance by Bell County and a very, in my opinion, gritty performance, a huge improvement from week 1 to week 2 for the Commodores. Obviously, even though it doesn't show it in the scoreboard, but I think there's a lot of positives to build off of.
I agree, Jeff. The kids had a lot of pride about them tonight. They're playing with a purpose, and that's what you want to see. You want to see them. There's that band of brothers attitude when it comes to football, and you saw that tonight at the Commodores.
I think you're right, folks. We'll send it back to the station for a final commercial break. Thank our sponsors. When we come back, we'll wrap this one up for you from Commodore Field right here on your East Kentucky Sports Network.
They are the electric motor headquarters, Maggard Electric, Southeast Kentucky's #1 to replace your small electric motors. Maggard Electric is ESA approved. They can replace air compressor motors, swimming pool pumps, heating and cooling motors, motors for heat pumps, air conditioners, and so much more. Over 300 electric motors in stock, and if they don't have it, they can get it. Maggard Electric, still strong, still serving Southeast Kentucky. Located 6 miles north of Hazard on Highway 15. Open 7:30 till 4, Monday through Friday, 436-6886.
Did you know that Primary Care Centers of Eastern Kentucky has been given the title of leading rural health provider in Kentucky? In addition, Primary Care is the 3rd largest rural health system in the nation and the 4th largest employer in Perry County. For 20 years, the top quality health care has been in your backyard and continues to grow. Call today to schedule an appointment at any of our locations in Hazard, Hindman, Vico, Hyden, and now open in Whitesburg. Walk-ins are always welcome. Primary Care Centers of Eastern Kentucky, 439-1300.
With the Perry County Public Library card, you can check out books, movies, magazines, ebooks, as well as use their online databases that allow you to take online classes, repair your auto, or research your family history. Visit the library at 289 Black Gold Boulevard, Hazard, Kentucky. Call them at 606-436-2475 or visit their website, perrycountylibrary.org, for more information. The Perry County Public Library, your source for information, education, and entertainment.
School's in session, and so are the savings at Appalachian Wireless. Right now, get an iPhone 14 for just $1. Yes, that's just $1 when you trade in any eligible device or sign up today for an unlimited or mix and match plan with a 2-year agreement. It's the perfect way to head back to school with the latest tech without breaking the bank. Hurry, this offer ends August 31st or while supplies last. Stop by your local Appalachian Wireless retail location or visit us on the web at appalachianwireless.com because we are you, we are Appalachian Wireless.
Welcome back, folks, to Commodore Field. As we wrap this one up, Bell County defeats Perry Central 50-14. And, Coach, just an outstanding performance by a couple kids from Bell County. Blake Burnett, the quarterback, had 3 touchdowns tonight. Caleb Miller, the running back, had 3 touchdowns. The big wide receiver, Brigman, picked the pass off and took it to the house. And just a very, very high-quality football team that Coach Hilton has at Bell County, and we're liable to see them make a deep run in the playoffs come late November.
I agree with you 100%, Jeff. They look playoff ready. And we've talked about it so much, but I'm going to say it again. They're a senior laden team. They're older. They're mature, and it gives you an advantage over a group like Prairie Central, who is dominated by 16-year-olds.
Yeah.
And those 16-year-olds, the good thing about them, they're going to turn into 18-year-olds.
That's right. And Perry Central, their 2 touchdowns. Chancey Hurley had a 12-yard touchdown run, and then Aaron Johnson hooks up with Caden Gibson for a touchdown late in that one. But a lot of heart, a lot of fight shown by the Commodores tonight, and the brighter days are ahead, and that'll start with game prep this week as they get ready for McGoffin County next week on the road in Sayersville.
Yeah, long season to go, and like I say, there's going to be some wins out there for this team.
Folks, we're going to go ahead and wrap this one up. If you're still interested in listening to some high school football, 101.1 WSGS has Hazard and Whitley County. 97.9 has Leslie and Letcher. And before we get off here, I do want to thank Shane and Corey, everybody back at the station, Robbie and Reagan Walters on camera, Michael Dwayne, our producer. As always, my broadcast partner, Coach Randy Napier. It's always fun, and I can't wait to do it again next week.
Absolutely, buddy.
Folks, we'll wrap this one up. Good night from everyone here at the East Kentucky Sports Network.